Oh, it's been forever since I last streamed. Oh my god. Hello there, Wrong for Rabbit. I'm back from Japan, guys. Konルアー Iwanami Lure desu. Hello, guys. I'm Lure. I just went on vacation for 2 weeks in Japan. I hope it was fun. Looked like it from the tweet. Yeah, I had plenty of fun. Second week was basically a lifesaver for me because man, it's really interesting when you go to Japan with your parents who know absolutely nothing about Japan or Japanese other than videos that they saw on YouTube. And I guess this is what happens when you let your parents decide the itinerary based on interesting things they see on YouTube. But I had as much fun as I could from this trip. Took lots of food, lots of Inaka videos and pictures, definitely. And normally I would do like a sort of lure talk on it, but I did so much these past 2 weeks that I don't think a lure talk is going to be enough for this. Instead, I'm going to take a giant look at my iPhone notes. I'm gonna take a giant look at my iPhone notes because so what I did throughout this vacation was that I did green text style note summaries for each day that I was on vacation, except for the last day for some reason. But yeah. Yeah. So I basically just did little carrot summaries of each and every single day. Like day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4. I mean, I could read all of this out, but it's very, very long. It is very, very long. Here, I have an idea. Should you dare me to read all of this? It's from day 1 to day 12. And each day is 1 to 3 page downs worth of things. So you want me to go through this in chronological order, or should I let you pick between? Okay, I'm gonna do it. Okay, let's see if I actually made any. Let's see if I actually have any appropriate background music for this. You know what? Here. I'm gonna change this. I'm gonna change this to oh boy. Where are the monkeys? No, wait. Is it monkeys spinning monkeys? Oh my god. Alright. We're doing this. I'll just turn this up a little bit. Alright. Here goes. My entire adventures in Japan, summarized in green text summaries. Also, I'm gonna help myself to some iced coffee because this was literally all I drank in Japan was just a bunch of iced coffee from vending machines. Never mind, I just downed the whole can. Alright, let's get this story started. Hello there, Sayaka. You made a typo in your tweet, and my response to said typo is Skinan-jana. Eh? Eh? どういうことなんだ? Oh no! Wow. And we're loved now. Oh no. Thanks for pointing that out to me, Sayaka. But hello, welcome to the stream. You're just about to hear my green text adventures of all of Japan from day 1 to day 12. So everything except the last day. Skinan-ka-jana. No. Alright. Let's get down to business. Actually, hold on. Let's bring this baby. And we will also bring up this baby. So day 1, the getting into Japan part. Alright. What secrets are you hiding from us with the last day? You'll see. I think I do remember some of the things that happened on the last day. I mean, it wasn't really that eventful because, you know, it was literally just me and my family just packing up and going to the airport, waiting for our plane ride home, going from Saturday to Saturday, essentially. And okay, but I'll get to it when I get to it, basically. Okay, but now day 1, the getting to Japan part. Get to Japan. Get absolutely floored by how hot and humid Japan is when we arrive. Like, when we got there, it was literally like 92 degrees Fahrenheit or 32 degrees Celsius. It was hot, it was humid, and it took us a few days to actually prepare for the humidity by actually just bringing a handkerchief all over the place. Okay. Try to figure out how to use the Narita Skyliner to get to our hotel in metropolitan Tokyo. I kid you not, we did not realize that we had to get separate tickets just to get to the fast train from the airport to our hotel in metropolitan Tokyo area. And that was when I used my Japanese abilities for the very first time to figure out the ticketing system for the Skyliner. And we figured it out. We got to the hotel in Iidabashi after slightly struggling with the Japanese train system. There's a lot of walking involved and it won't end here. Yeah, there's a lot of walking in this vacation. Check out our surroundings to explore. We visited our first Japanese 7-Eleven. Have 7-Eleven dinners. Curry pilaf for me, sandwiches for my mom, curry chicken for my dad. At the outside of the hotel entrance, we don't have our own microwave. Sleep at 9 p.m. because parents were kind of still wired to US time. And as far as I'm concerned, 9 p.m. is like 5 a.m. in Japan, in America. And that was the end of day 1. That was all we did. It wasn't really that eventful. It really wasn't that eventful. Because we just got to Japan and we just wanted to like settle in. Here's day 2. The Harajuku, Shibuya, and Tokyo Skytree Day. Except Harajuku and Shibuya don't count. Because we woke up way too early to actually do anything in either of those towns. With all the stuff you saw from walking, are you a Rainbolt of Japan GeoGuessr now? Not really. Anywhere outside of Tokyo and Chiba Prefecture, I'm probably going to die. Just letting you know right there. Hear parents talking at 4 a.m. Why are my parents talking at 4 a.m.? Oh right, 4 a.m. Oh right, 4 a.m. Sunrise Land is 12 as 12 p.m. burger country. Start the morning with emotional damage via my parents scolding me because I forgot to take my knapsack once last night. Leave at 6 a.m. thinking that things would be open at this time. After all, the sun is up, right? Yeah, in Japan, the sun rises at 5:30 in the morning. Not like 6:30 like it is in America. Get to Harajuku and start going down Takeshita Street. Everything except the McDonald's is closed. We don't eat at the McDonald's. We walk through Takeshita Street and onto a street with all the major stores. Let me put this closer to me so that way I can better manage the stuff. We walk through Takeshita Street and onto a street with all the major stores. Those are closed too. My dad gets hungry. I try to look up a breakfast place. Yelp and or Google Maps cucks me because we get to where the breakfast place is supposed to be and we can't find it. Dad gets antsy because old and health problems. We spot a Lawson's. We order food at Lawson's. I mess up the order at Lawson's and get 2 crispy chickens instead of 1 crispy chicken and karaage with tartar sauce. My mom also messes up getting water for Dad thinking that Pocari Sweat is water. Why would it be clear if it's not water? Extra chicken. That's exactly what happened. Cause like, you know, like my Japanese skills are alright, but when my parents want very specific things, I just go knees weak mom spaghetti with my Japanese. I am just very thankful that the guy didn't just straight up go, "Oh, Nihongo jouzu desu ne," right there. Because I had a feeling that the cashier I was dealing with was also foreign. Lamau, it's sweat, of course. My favorite citrus drink. I am summoned from wit. Wait, you are you a purveyor of the Pocari Sweat, Jazzio? I thought it was great. It's basically Gatorade, but it looks like water. Anyways, my dad wanted pork buns. Lawson's pork buns weren't ready yet. They said it'd be 3 minutes late, 3 minutes until it was ready. 5 minutes later, they're still not ready. Screw it, we're taking the bus to Shibuya because my mom wants to experience the Shibuya Scramble at 8 a.m. Why my mom wants to experience the Shibuya Scramble at 8 in the morning? No idea. I bought 3 liters in the city once and it was worth it. Where can I find a 3-liter bottle of Pocari Sweat? I couldn't find a 3-liter bottle of anything in Japan. It was literally just one portable bottle. Anyways, spot a mall, Shibuya Mark City, on the other end of where we stopped. Spend the next 30 minutes trying to find more food. We stop at a cafe after much walking and figuring out what the hell to do while everything's closed. Daiso opens at 9:30 a.m. I go to Daiso because I need a 2-prong to 3-prong adapter for my laptop charger because why doesn't Japan have grounded outlets? They don't have the adapter. I use my Japanese to the best of my ability to ask a clerk if they have said adapter. They confirm that they don't have the adapter. So desu ka. Time passes and the Tokyo Food Show opens, parents thinking that it's a food court. It's not a food court. There are many vendors selling sweets at the first floor and literally groceries at the basement floor. But it was not a food court. We check out a random pachinko place to show my parents what pachinko parlors look like and how pachinko and pachi slots work. We don't play them because dealing with pachinko was too complicated for my parents, especially knowing that the gambling aspect is literally a giant workaround that's a pain in the butt. We leave Shibuya to go straight to Tokyo Skytree, one of the major pieces of my mom's itinerary. Tourism. Lol, gambling. I mean, that's basically what pachinko parlors are. They're basically gambling, but technically it isn't. But it is. But it's not. Or at least not in the sense that you can exchange all of your metal marbles for money Bleh. We leave Shibuya to go straight to Tokyo Skytrain. Oh, again, I already said that. God damn, the train is so underground. What do you mean we're down 3 basement floors? We tried to find a place to buy tickets to check out Tokyo Skytree. Oh hey, there's a Pokemon Center here. Oh hey, there's a food court on the 3rd floor. Gotta remember that for later. We find a place to buy tickets to check out Tokyo Skytree. They direct us to a human clerk to get tickets and not all of the machines. I use my Japanese again to get us tickets. It's like, hi, 3人です。3人です。3人でございます。ありがとうございます。はい、お願いします。13時半です。ありがとうございます。So we get our tickets, and now we have time to kill. Let's get lunch. Oh hey, there's a Kirby cafe. We don't eat there. Oh hey, there's a different food court upstairs. We look around that food court and settle on an Okinawa soba place. It was nice. Like it really was nice. Like the soba that the soba that they served us. It was actually pretty cozy. I wonder. Hold on. Let me see if I can actually pull up a picture of it. Where is it? Where is it? I just want my soba. There's my soba. Oh, that's big. That's very big. That's not what I wanted to resize. There you go. Sorry, you're gonna be seeing this. You're gonna be seeing this a lot as I go through my summary of like foodstuffs. So, this is the stuff that we ate at the Okinawan place. So that's basically like soba noodles with like little bits of pork and some fish cakes and some fried rice and also some pickled seaweed. Yeah, I think that's seaweed. It was very citrusy and pretty nice. And yeah, that was the Okinawan soba. That was the Okinawan soba and what we had at the place. But now it's Tokyo Skytree time. Yaba, taka, koa. So I literally just write yaba, taka, koa. Because let me tell you something about Tokyo Skytree. Or our tour at Tokyo Skytree specifically. Did you go on the glass? I was tempted to go on the glass. That was where the koa part came in. Because Tokyo Skytree is 350 meters high for one of the observation towers. But that's not the only observation point. 450 meters high. Koa. It's like, oh my god. That's like at least 2 bananas high, bruh. But it was either way, it was still fun. I got souvenir cookies, postcard, chopsticks. I even got to peek into like a digital telescope to like see like the whole city landscape, and I spotted a round 1 from afar. Because of course I would spot a round 1 from afar. And also a bunch of bridges around Tokyo too. So we've been going through this whole trip with doing a lot of tourism stuff, you know, getting souvenirs, postcards, chopsticks and stuff like that. But there is one place I haven't been to yet, an arcade. So I proposed my parents to go to a Taito game station in Asakusa to kill more time before viewing the Skytrain at sundown. So we go through the arduous train line and walk to get to the arcade. Wait, why is this arcade in some back alley? Wait, why does this arcade only have 1 floor? Wait, where are all the... Oh no. So at this particular arcade, 80% of the lineup are Purikura and crane games. So literally just photo booths and crane games. Mahjong Fight Club is the only Konami game at this arcade. A pair of Taiko no Tatsujins and Teto Tekken X are the only rhythm games at this arcade. This is the last time I ever trust Yelp on recommending me arcades. To be fair, maybe Tokyo Skytree is just not good for nearby arcades. God damn it, tourism. Hello there, Simor Feather. You're just in time to hear my riveting stories of me exploring Japan, one line at a time. Did your parents show off their godly DDR skills? Dude, my parents are old. You think they know how to dance, let alone play DDR? They did not show off their godly DDR skills. We walk back, but not before my mom impulse buys a USB handheld fan in the shopping district we had to walk through. It is barely sundown. Skytree started illuminating. Just barely. But we went back home because too much walking. Actually, I just briefly, like, casually dropped too much walking, but you have to realize we have been out and about since 6 a.m. So we had good reason to go back to the hotel. You never know, they might surprise you. They don't play DDR. But not before eating at the most Japanese dining establishment yet. I will slowly but surely show you the dining establishment that we ate at. So here is the dining So feast your eyes at the finest dining Japan has to offer. I'm sorry. This I just had to because such a traditional Japanese meal, truly worth the trip. An experience of a lifetime. Indeed. Oh my god. Hello there, Dark Tomy. You just came just in time to see the most riveting Japanese meal that I've ever had in Japan. American barbecue. So my parents got burgers and I got grilled chicken. Grilled chicken with French fries. Quality Japanese eating, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my god. Also, hello there, Simor Feather. I have the flexibility of a stick and rhythm of a broken metronome. That's why rhythm games are right for you. So yeah, eating at the most Japanese dining establishment yet. An American barbecue establishment. Even the waiter knows English. I got the barbecue chicken dinner with fries and butter rolls, and everything else was more or less perfect. So yeah, chef's kiss. Surprisingly. Back at the hotel, suddenly I find the 2 USB cables I had on me all day gone missing. Goes to the 7-Eleven to buy USB cables and some nail clippers. Learns a little more cashier communication Japanese this way. We still go to sleep at around 10:30. So yes, the cashier communication Japanese was basically me learning not to mess up not getting a bag. And also, like, if you want to say that you don't want a bag in Japanese, all you have to say is 大丈夫です。大丈夫です。大丈夫です。Which is basically the English equivalent of saying, nah, I'm good. I'm good. It's like, レジ袋がいりますか？大丈夫です。But if you do want a bag, there's like, レジ袋はいりますか？はい、お願いします。So I got a little more fluent in responding to that. Useful Japanese! So yeah, that was the Harajuku, Shibuya, and Tokyo Skytree Day. Now, this is where things actually start to get better. Welcome to day 3, the Akihabara Day. Yeah, So you know it's gonna be real good. So you know this day's gonna be really good. Yeah, or at least good for me. Not sure about my parents because they actually dipped out midway through the day. We'll get to it later. Wake up at 5 a.m. again. Get tired of watching the same news repeat itself every hour, so I switch over to children's programming next door. Eat breakfast at the hotel breakfast buffet. It was super lit. Like, this is what the buffet, so this is what we had at the buffet. As soon as I can find pictures of me eating at the buffet. Here are the pictures of me eating at the buffet. So, that big thing that just like jump scared the whole screen, that is corn soup. Corn soup. And yeah, this is probably the most American breakfast you will ever see, next to the American barbecue that we had the day before. So where'd they go? They just went back to their hotel room. So yeah, this was one of the courses that I had at the Japanese hotel that I stayed at. Corn. So yeah, corn soup was chef's kiss. Corn soup was super delish, super super savory. I need to watch what I say here. But like the scrambled eggs, I especially loved the scrambled eggs because they were just so velvety. They're just so velvety. Bacon was passable. I mean, it wasn't crispy, but it definitely was pretty flavorful. And then I had croissants, which I buttered up, and those things are chicken nuggets. Yeah, they had chicken nuggets for breakfast. Chicken nuggets at the... Let me just expand this a little bit. There you go. So yeah, they had chicken nuggets, and other things they had were they also had I think this was French toast. So let me just bop this here. Oh hey, yep, they had French toast. Weird breakfast. Well, it was a buffet, so we just kind of took whatever we could. So we got some toast. We got squares of French toast. We got what my mom would only describe as lasagna, but instead of like lasagna pasta, they use bread. They actually have an actual name for this. I just don't remember what it was. And then I think we got like little pizza squares too. So yeah, this buffet was really interesting, to say the least. So yeah, that was the breakfast buffet. We go back to the hotel to get our stuff and get ready for Akihabara. Akihabara is literally the most straightforward trip we'll ever make because it is literally 3 stops away on one line. As long as it's tasty, that's what matters, and it was. They also had really nice coffee too. It was so smooth. Get to Akihabara. Exit out of the exit out of Central Gate. The exit that, out of all of the exits one could go out of in the whole station, is not any of the ones that every anime fan knows. Yeah. We took the least touristy exit out of Akihabara. Whatever. At least Yodobashi Akiba is literally waiting for us outside of that specific exit, plus a whole plaza of snack spots and gashapon to the right of it. We go into Yodobashi Akiba. My dad wants a new Apple Watch and wonders if it's cheaper in Japan. It's literally similar in price after converting to USD. That is sad. Meanwhile, I ask like 3 different Yodobashi Akiba clerks in Japanese on where to find a 2-prong to 3-prong adapter. The third one was the only one to actually direct me to the adapter. I buy the adapter. Our adventures in Yodobashi end there because my parents could not care less about being in the Japanese equivalent of Fry's Electronics. Rest in peace, Fry's Electronics. So technically, I guess I could also say it's the Japanese equivalent of Best Buy. Or, I don't know what your local electronics store is wherever you live, but for me, my electronics stores are Fry's Electronics before they went out of business, and Best Buy. And maybe a Micro Center. No, I think it's more of a Best Buy because like it's literally like they have everything, but it's all separated into like different floors compared to like Best Buy where it's like there's like a section for each and everything that you might need. Yeah. We make our way to the street that actually matters to all anime otaku, but because of the arcades for me, not the anime. First arcade we waltz into is a Gigo. Said Gigo only has crane games. Well, we spot another Gigo across the street. There's actually games at this Gigo as well as rhythm games on one of the floors. They only had Taiko and the modern Sega rhythm gaming trifecta, aka Mai Mai, Ongeki, and Chunism. I played all of said trifecta at least once, got me a gold pass with a cute illustration of Ras. Let me see if I can pull up said illustration. Well, at the very least I have this. Oh no. Don't tell me I have to... Oh no. Oh no. No, it's sideways. No, it's sideways. It's okay. I can do this. I can do this. Yeah, crop that, and then we boop. Look at how cute she is. Look at how cute she is. So this actually has this actually does have functionality, like printing out this card and using it in my mind. Guess what game I didn't play for the rest of the trip? Yeah, I only played my mind once. And anyways, I got me a gold pass with the cute illustration and I did a single 11 pull on Ongeki. The upper stairs only had modern arcade games like Gundam and 2 rows of P-Rasses. I was elated. We spotted Game Panic across the street from the Gigo one. Said Game Panic is the first arcade we went to that has Bimani rhythm games. I play a few rounds of 2DX, play my first game of Poppy Music on Official Network, as well as a single game of DDR. I also buy a new e-amusement pass that's amusement IC enabled. I also did not notice the unlit light on the amusement pass machine, noting that there are no cards and yeet 300 yen into the machine. Japanese skills come in real good handy when I messaged the clerk that I inserted 300 yen into the card machine without noticing the unlit light. Thank goodness for help desk software that allows me to just type in where I was having trouble instead of being able, like, using, like, speaking out my issues. It's like, de kishita light to kizukanずに300円にいた。入れた。Words hard, machine nice. Yes, being able to type my problems much better than fumbling my Japanese and being Nihongo Jozu'd by Game Panic staff. Check. Clerk comes to the rescue and gets me a card from the stock that actually existed inside the machine. We head to a plaza of anime and card stores in search for gifts and for my Pokemon trading card game loving nephew. We run into a gacha vending machine that dispenses Pokemon booster packs. Oh boy, this is gonna get real interesting. My mom questions why such a thing exists. I try my best to explain it. My mom gets even more confused and continues questioning it. So literally what happened at this part was that my mom was being all like, oh, so we can just like, you can just pick any of these and then you just push the button and then you get it. It's like, no, you're just gonna get like a random selection out of all of this. But then why are all of the card packs lined up like with the buttons? And it's because it's just a general button that dispenses the thing. It doesn't mean that it's going to be for that specific packet. You're just gonna get one from that section, and they're just like, I don't get it. It's like, I don't get it. It's like, yeah, it's like, I don't get, why would the Japanese ever do that? This is why people say you wouldn't understand, mother. You're just gonna drive yourself mad trying to make heads or tails of it all. There are Pokemon booster pack machines in Japan. There are Pokemon booster pack machines in Japan. In fact, they're gacha. They're gacha, and that was like the most mind-blowing thing my parents ever ran into. It's like, why does this exist? What is this? Hi, Lure in chat. Hello there, John. Welcome on in. You're just in time to hear my bumbling adventures of Japan from the past couple of weeks. Forgive the Japanese, Mama Nami. It's like, mumbles something about putting money in turned off machine. Nihongo Jaws. Thank goodness I didn't have to do that. I buy 3 gacha Pokemon booster packs. Parents suddenly come up with the idea of just letting me be while they relax back at the hotel. My soul perks up very much. We have our last meal together for the day at a Wendy's near Akihabara train station. First experience with omurice with demi-glace sauce. They even had a drink bar. So this was what that dish looked like. Oh my god. Oh my god. Look at how velvety that oh my god. This was at a Wendy's, I should add. No, not Wendy's, Denny's. This was at a Japanese Denny's, I should add. I'm not entirely sure why I put... Why did I put Wendy's in my notes? At a Denny's. So yeah. At a Denny's near the Akihabara train station. First experience with omurice with demi-glace sauce. They even had a drink bar. No, I did not eat at Wendy's First Kitchen. I did not eat at Faku. I did not eat at fucking. Did the Denny's waiter do a little moe cute? No, unfortunately there were no collabs happening that day, so it was literally just me and a little plate of omurice. It looks good, doesn't it? Like, I would have this again, but Japan. But yeah, I want to come back to Japan someday. But we're not done with the story time yet. In fact, we're just getting started. This is just day 3 out of 12. So yeah, they even had a drink bar. Parents make their way back to the hotel while I make my way back to where I came from to explore more arcades. And explore more arcades I do. Because, one of the arcades that I waltz into completely by accident is a little arcade known as Hey, or short for Hirose Entertainment Yard. You want to know what is at said Hirose Entertainment Yard? A lot of retro arcade games. Like, take a look at this. This is a bunch of, oh no, do I have to rotate this? I have to rotate this. So, here are a bunch of old school arcade cabs that are so huge that you have to they take up 3 screens. They are 3 screens wide. And you have to sit there, and thankfully you can sit down. So you just sit down on these and then you just that was one of the things that I experienced at this arcade, among other things. Making my way downtown, faces pass, I walk fast to the arcade. It was lovely. It was lovely. What is this? What? Oh yeah, they had a bunch of like. So they have anime mahjong. They also had anime mahjong at this arcade. It's called Mahjong Fight Girl. This Mahjong Fight Girl, and they literally have like a button that you slap when you have like a qualifying hand. I did not play this game because I absolutely suck. I absolutely suck at Mahjong. Oh yeah, another thing that I discovered at this arcade. So I'm not sure if any of you guys know of a little thing called Idolmaster, but they had the original Idolmaster at this arcade. I did not play it. I did not slap. I'm sorry. If I were any good at Mahjong, I would slap, but I did not slap. Yeah, they had so many cool arcade games here. It's like, oh my god. Hey guys. Do you guys know of that Gundam Pod arcade game where you go inside of a pod and you get to control a Gundam? This is what that game looks like now. Let me just, okay, yeah, so rotate this and then we just, no. Rotate. Thank you. Look at this baby. This is what it looks like now. This is what the game looks like now. You're not in a dome anymore. Sadly, you're not in a dome anymore. It's literally just 3 vertical screens. Why? They got rid of the vertical screen. They got rid of the dome and now it's just a screen. Why? So yeah, that was my adventures in Hay. It accidentally waltz into Hay and get absolutely floored by the second floor being chock full of shoot 'em ups and other retro goodies, which I just showed. I play some of the shmups, and oh hey, the under end of that floor has more rhythm games, including a Paka Paka Passion and Offline Synchronica. I soon learned that the 2DX has a fart ton of perks that cost extra money. Now every 2DX credit turns into a 620 yen ordeal as I record all of my gameplay vids and go for double progress on unlocks. I go upstairs and discover a Chase Jokers and actually give it a small shot. So Chase Jokers is basically this, I didn't really take that many pictures of it, but it's essentially a hide and go. It's basically a game, like a 3v3 game of tag. And it actually is a 3v3 game of tag. So like every time you tag the opposing team, you actually swap roles. So if you get tagged, you become like the tagger. And then if you tag 3 people on the other team, then you become the people that are running away from the taggers. And the cycle repeats until you collect enough keys to make it to the exit. And that's the entire game. I exit Hay and discover that it was Hay. I make my way to the 3rd Gigo in the area. Why are there 3 Gigos in Akiba? The 7th floor of this Gigo has a bunch of retro games too. No, we should have went to this Gigo for retro games. Because I think my parents were trying to look for like retro games to play. And none of the arcades we first encountered actually had retro games. And I'm kind of sad that we didn't walk a little bit further and play a retro game. 6th floor had the typical rhythm games, but all the retro games caught my attention. Keyboard Mania was out of service. Rock and Tread 2 is a weird Jellico trip. Why my right leg hurts from the drum pedal. So, yeah. I kid you not. This is an arcade game that so this is an actual arcade game that I stumbled upon at Disgigo. It was a game called Rock and Tread 2. So here it is in all of its glory. So Rock and Tread 2. If you want a quick and dirty look at the control panel, up on the center here. Up on the center here, you have like a guitar. You have like a little like selector buttons and a guitar pick and like a guitar pick. So like these are the controls, like a little guitar pick right here, and some controls to like select the song. But that's not the wacky part. That's not the wacky part. Let me show you the wacky part. So as soon as I rotate this baby. So you have the guitar thing up here, but you also have a pedal down here. This pedal right here. So this is the pedal that controls all of the drums. This is the pedal that controls all of the drums, which seems like a very novel concept until you actually play the game and realize that you have to control both the guitar and drum parts. So you're playing with not just with your hands, but with your feet. So it's like playing the drums and playing the guitar at the same time. How does that work? I kid you not. That was actually how you played that game. That was actually how you played that game. Because, my God. So I played the game. I think I did rank in. Like, here is the score that I got when I played this game. Also, never again. So it seems fun on paper. And this was the score I got. I got first place because I don't think anyone ever bothered to like actually play this game. Look at me. Look at me. Like, yeah, these are the initials that I use whenever I play arcade games. I use Iwa. And that's what Bunmi calls me. I fell asleep and I'm late. It's okay. We're just like 1/4 of the way into my journey. 1/4 of the way into my journey. So yeah, that was Rock and Tread 2, which was a weird Jalico trip. Why is my right leg hurting from the drum pedal? Because I played all the hard songs, and that was like the biggest mistake. Alright, that's enough of that. Let's go to the Taito station across the street. So the non-crane game selection is relatively small, with only 2.5 floors worth of stuff, but they have a full-size dungeon to go that I may have recorded myself in without Taito station's permission. Whoops. Wait, do I hear rain outside? Oh god, I should have paid heed to the forecast earlier today. Slowly make my way back to the station because I don't want to deal with the rain too much. Explore more of that snack spot next to Yodobashi Akiba and find another train station entrance, bruh. Contemplate getting McDonald's or Burger King before heading back to the station. Goes back to Itabashi anyways, but I get off West Exit and now I am confused to where everything is now. Screw you, Google Maps. Gets back to the entrance that we took and we arrived on day 1 and look around for nearby food options. Contemplates Moss Burger. Nope, we're going to a soba shop to get curry katsudon. Sounds legit. And this is what the curry katsudon looked like. So it looked like this. It was pretty nice. I did not eat the beni shoga though. So it came with soup. And it had all of this like nice yums. Permissions were not in Hololive. Yeah, but arcades in Japan are very finicky whenever it comes to like using video cameras or photography. But I'm just recording myself playing games, man. It's not like I'm gonna put it up on the internet for everyone to see or anything. I mean, I didn't even post a video on the stream. So yeah, that was the thing. That was where I ate. I had like nice little curry katsudon. Food! Hello there, Betty Pop. How are you doing tonight? You're just in time to see me talk about my Japan trip. And here's we're just concluding our Akihabara day, which was a blast for the first week because I got to play arcade games for the first time. Hi, I didn't know you streamed. Yes, I stream here. I'm a YouTube streamer. I'm sorry I don't stream on Twitch. Anyways, yeah, I go to a soba shop to get curry katsudon. And also, this was the first time that I ever experienced ordering food via ticket. So I went to the ticket vending machine, got the food that I wanted, handed it to the kitchen, and then they made the food. And then I ate the food, and then I gave the plates back to the kitchen, and then we had a merry time. Welcome back to the US. Did you win any crane games? I won some. They were all food related though. So I only won like bags of chips and like candy. So yeah, that's about it. Head back to the hotel, and now I'm writing this, and we're probably gonna go sleep again at 10 p.m. again. So yeah, that concludes the Akihabara day. Now we move on to the Tsukiji Fish Market and Round 1 Budo day, because we're just gonna be getting more arcades from here on out. Because honestly, it does not take us that long to actually check out like tourism stuff. So like anytime we're not doing tourism stuff, I'm just going to the arcade. Sounds like an expensive way to avoid social interaction. Classic Japan. Why go to a fish market on vacation? Because why not? To be honest, we're going to the fish market to just try out like the food vendors. We're not actually going there to just buy like fish to like grill at home. Because we're based in a hotel, so we couldn't even like... Excuse me. Betty Pop, subscribe to the channel. Thank you for subscribing to the channel. Hope you enjoy your stay. I usually stream on YouTube, and I will be streaming some games this month because it's October, which means that it's my personal month of horrors. Hope you enjoy your stay. But yeah, we mostly just went to the Tsukiji Fish Market to taste the food. Speaking of which, green text time. I woke up at 6 a.m. My parents are still asleep. It is 7:30 a.m. My parents are still asleep. Very tempted to just get a konbini breakfast. Parents immediately wake up a few moments later. Turns out konbini breakfast was on the books this whole time. I got an egg sandwich and a croquette. We chill out for an hour watching TV while getting ready for the day and preparing the hotel room for cleaning. Today's destination, Tsukiji Fish Market. And it's raining. Rush into the nearest Lawson to buy umbrellas. There are a crap ton of umbrellas for sale. Anyways, fish market. And yet the first thing that catches our eye is A5 Wagyu on a skewer. Also octopus. It looks like this. I did not eat the octopus, I should add. I mean, you could go through the hotel with a fresh fish to cook it. I did it once. I think we would get kicked out of our hotel if we tried to do that. So yeah, this was what it looked like. Wagyu and octopus. That's A5? Yeah, that's A5 apparently. Don't blame me. They're the ones that wanted the skewers. A5 Wagyu is so juicy and literally melts in your mouth. I learned that the etiquette for Tsukiji Fish Market eating is to return your trash back to the place where you bought the food from. So literally, here's how it goes. You go in line to a vendor, you get your food, you order your food, you get your food, you eat the food in front of or near the vendor, and then once you're done eating the food, you give the trash back to the vendor. Yeah. Walk a little bit more and we eyeball some Yamasaka meats in croquette and minced cutlet forms. I buy both. My mom wants the minced cutlet and I want the croquette. My mom gets disappointed that the minced cutlet is literally just that. Breaded ground meat that's breaded. I realize that's redundant. Next around the corner, soft serve ice cream with an assortment of flavors. I get the Uji matcha soft serve and it was super delish. My mom discovers big shrimp cracker. Let's see if I can get a picture of this without doxing my parents. I don't think I can get a good picture of it without doxing my parents. So I will not post so sadly I will not post a big shrimp cracker. I don't even think I have pictures for it. But just know that it was like a fresh, hot, like imagine like those shrimp chips, but like it was actually in the form of like a square cracker, like a thin square cracker, and it had like a little imprint of a shrimp on it, because like they actually used the actual shrimp to make the crackers. We have to wait a little while for the cracker because said cracker takes time to make fresh. We finally get the cracker and it is super hot. Super hot. Super hot. Fortunately, we got to eat it all intact. Meanwhile, someone else buys the big cracker that we're eating and it drops on the floor. F in the chat for that cracker. I have a good photo here. Your mom. Exploring more of the fish market and oh hey, more A5 Wagyu. One of the hosts of the other A5 Wagyu, who speaks English, lets us in on a secret sushi base near the kitchen areas of the market. It's literally a one group at a time high quality sushi course place that's also tied to said A5 Wagyu spot. I have a small conversation with the sushi hostess about our vacation so far. My parents order a 5 sushi omakase set while I get a skewer of A5 Wagyu. This is what this skewer looks like. Ah, that's not what I... Yeah, that... You're gonna see this happening a lot throughout this whole thing. So yeah, this was what the skewer looked like. It was... This was literally it. That was it. This was all I had. It also had like little dabblings of like wasabi and stuff on it. Yeah. And also my parents had the sushi. I did not take a picture of the sushi. I was only interested in the Wagyu. A5 Wagyu was so juicy and melts in your mouth. And now we have sauce and salt too. Okay, now we're done with Tsukiji Fish Market. Now what? Let's go to Round 1 Ikebukuro. Oh hey, Round 1 Ikebukuro is literally a few stations and a transfer away. Get to Ikebukuro. Hello, new Gigo that literally opened yesterday. Hello, Adores, which I just recently learned is another arcade chain. I'm going to ignore both of you just to go to the place that literally exists back where I live. Yeah, instead of going to the bespoke arcades that only exist in Japan, I go to the one that has stores in America. Go straight to the 3rd floor, which has a huge abundance of metal games, which is as close to the feeling of gambling that my parents will ever get in this country. Spend the next 2 hours playing metal games while my parents have absolutely no idea what to do. I teach my mom how to play Animalata, a bingo game with a 25-slot neon roulette wheel to roll 8 numbers. She wonders why some of her coins get rejected when she inserts a lot into the machine. She was inserting 100 yen coins into the Animalata machine. Mother, no! But to be fair, 100 yen coins looked a lot similar to the medals that we had on hand, so I don't blame her. Anyways, I play more assorted medal games like Gatsurigo, Color Colada, and Umi Monogatari Lucky Marine Tours. Some of these games, they look like this. Here is one of the games that I'm going to show. This is the Lucky Marine Tours coin pusher, which I almost got the jackpot of, but sadly, Lady Luck was not on my side, or Lady Mermaid Luck was not on my side. This is what the game looks like, and the whole point of this Umi Monogatari game is excuse me. So you get these little pearls on the field, and the objective is to knock down 10 of these pearls, so that way you can activate the jackpot slot upstairs. I activated the jackpot slot once, and I actually got the jackpot chance, and I did not roll, and the final thing did not roll into the jackpot. Let's see if I can find a video of it and post it. I think I did post it. I think I did like take a video of this. Was this it? Okay, I think this was it. So let's pause this real fast. Leave luck to heaven. So yeah, I actually did get the jackpot chance on this. I actually did get the jackpot chance on this. So yeah, that thing drops, and it's basically like, oh, you just gotta hope that this thing actually drops on the thing. And guess what? It drops into the thing. It drops into the thing, but you go up there. I could have won that many medals, but we get to the lucky wheel, and guess where it lands? No. Yay. All's well that ends well indeed. Man, it's a good thing in America coin pushers are outlawed in casinos, because that would really frustrate me if like I were to play these games at like a casino environment. Because no. Now if this were in an arcade environment and it were tailored to, like, you know, pay out tickets, maybe I might have a good time with it. But like as a medal game that is kind of like gambling-ish, no. Hello everybody. Dark Tommy and Cecita Andrade. Hello everybody. Hello, how are you doing tonight? But yeah, that was my experience with medal games. It's just a never ending cycle of disappointment. I tried to drown my sorrows eating all my medals in Animalata. I get locked into a Wonder Chant session that lasts 3 games long. I won 80 medals from that. I need to dispense my medals at the medal bank. I don't know how to use said medal bank because I don't have an access code. I basically muster up the courage to ask the clerk how to use the medal bank, and apparently I have to be registered manually into their system. Medals expire after 30 days, but hey, at least I got medals in the bank now, just in case. Spoiler alert, I actually do revisit this round 1 Ikebukuro in future days. We go to a belt sushi spot underneath the round 1 for lunch. We got so spoiled by Tsukiji Fish Market's 5 sushi omakase set meal that having belt sushi just didn't do it for my parents. I just sat on the sidelines eating karaage and french fries. We check out the newly opened Geeko, just checking it out. We don't actually play any of the games, before heading back to the hotel at 5 p.m. Yeah, I think my parents are literally just gonna spend 2/3 of every day this week sleeping. But hey, at least I got yakisoba from 7-Eleven. Oh yeah, I forgot my amusement IC card at round 1 Ikebukuro because apparently you just need... so, you know the gambling game, the betting games that I mentioned, Animalata, Color Colada, etc. Apparently, if you want to stay logged into those games, you have to leave your game card like on the reader, and it's very easy to forget your card on the reader. So I lose the card. So my parents sleep at 8 p.m. because what else can you do? And that is the end of the Tsukiji Fish Market, and that is the end of the Tsukiji Fish Market and round 1 Ikeburo Day. Now we move on to day 5, the Digital Art Exhibit Day. They're specifically Team Lab Planets. We wake up again at 5:30. We're okay to buy tickets for Team Lab Planets. Except I don't have a Japanese phone number, so I can't buy tickets online, and the store doesn't open until 9. Also, today is going to be a bit more rainy than the past couple of days. Because of that, we just chill in the hotel until 10 a.m. Take the same line we took to Tsukiji Fish Market, but instead, we go further down to Toyosu to get tickets for Team Lab Planets. I make the mistake of making my parents walk all the way to Team Lab Planets, instead of taking the line that is literally in front of us. We buy our tickets to Team Lab Planets for 5 p.m. later today. It is now 11:30 a.m. We have a far ton of time to kill in between then. My dad finds a Filipino cuisine restaurant in Roppongi called New Nanay. So, New Auntie. We make the trek to Roppongi via bus and train. We walk all the way to New Nanay only to find out that it's closed. We look around for another place to eat. Oh hey, there's a Hard Rock Cafe here. And I kid you not, there actually was a Hard Rock Cafe when we visited that day. Here's what it looks like. For those of you that don't know, Hard Rock Cafe is basically like a hard rock themed restaurant that has international stores. I only remember Hard Rock Cafe during the wee little days of me being in Reno and Las Vegas. And it has been ages since I've been to either of those cities. Just realized my parents are in that picture. It's okay. It's okay. You didn't need to see that. But anyways, yeah, Hard Rock Cafe. We go to it and get my second experience ordering at an American-style restaurant with American-style post-meal checks. I get a barbecue bacon cheeseburger with no tomato, clarifying to the waitress that I don't like them and not that I'm allergic because, yeah, they literally says like, hi, tomato, hi, バーベキューベーコンチーズバーガーで一つお願いします。あとトマト抜きで。And then they were just like, アレルギー And I just like, 苦手。It's like, yeah. And I got it with fries. It is still only 1:30. So, this is what that meal looked like. It was really yummy. It's like it had like little crispy onion rings on it. Little crispy onion rings and french fries. And I think there was some barbecue sauce too. Yeah, that was like the second like American thing that I've eaten this entire trip. Man, they're eating so much American food in Japan. And the thing is, like, there's a lot of Japanese food in Japan, and my dad can be somewhat of a picky eater. So it's like, where do you want to go? Where do you want to eat? It's like, oh, what are we going to have for lunch? Oh, we want to go to this Japanese spot. And my dad's like, Japanese again? It's like, we're in Japan. What else do you expect? Filipino food. I mean, to be fair, we were trying to get Filipino food this day. So it only makes sense, I guess. It is still only 1:30 p.m. Now what? We take a look around Roppongi to find some malls around the area. It's looking like light rain at the moment. We stop by a place called Roppongi Hills and walk around there for a bit. I see a family mart with Japanese Nintendo eShop cards and proceed to buy 18,000 yen's worth of them for later use. So, fun fact about buying gift cards in Japan, or any sort of gift card in Japan, if you especially buy them at a family mart where they actually have a front-facing touchscreen for you to interact with, if you buy any high price gift card, there is literally a warning that pops up on the screen, asking you if you are warning you about scams involving gift cards. Which I think is like really nifty because, yeah, gift card scams. 19,000 Fortnite Battle Pass. Who wants it? 1900 yen Fortnite card. Who wants it? We take a look around Roppongi to find some malls around the area. Oh wait, I just got that. Alright, we've exhausted everything we could look at in the Roppongi Hills. Now what? Let's check out Ikebe Shibuya, which means making our way back to Shibuya by bus. We go through the stuff we went through on day 2, but now it's in the afternoon. Eventually we'll arrive at Ikebe Shibuya, but only stay for like 10 minutes in the piano section because I'm sure my parents couldn't care less about the Japanese equivalent of Guitar Center. My dad looks up a watch store in a desperate bid to replace his Fitbit. I give the better idea of going to the big camera we passed by on the way to Ikebe Shibuya. We get to big camera. Why does Big Camera sell cosmetic and beauty products? Whatever. On to the second floor. There's only camera equipment on the second floor. Whatever. On to the third floor. We find a watch section, but no gift Fitbits. Why is it a scam? So if a scammer asks for copious amounts of money through gift cards, you cannot refund those gift cards. And also, you cannot use those gift cards to pay for things like overdue taxes or any other like outstanding balances. So basically, it means that you're just wasting the scammer got you to waste money essentially. Waste money, or like even like give you, or like you send money to them with no hope of actually ever getting it back. That's why it's a scam. I ask a clerk where to find the Fitbits. Apparently, Big Camera has a sub-store that houses phone carrier kiosks and smartwatches. Fitbit is considered a smartwatch. Also, the iPhone 15 came out literally today, so everyone at the sub-store was advertising it inside the store and outside. Anyways, I ask a clerk that I want to buy Fitbit. You know, すいません、Fitbit を買いたいんですけど. And then they just show me how to buy the Fitbit. The clerk directs me on how to buy things like a Fitbit. They even have purchase cards with different barcodes on them for the different colors. So literally, if you want to buy any electronic thing at the store, you just take a voucher that has like barcodes of like the product and its like color SKUs. And then that's how you buy like electronic products in Japan, or at least in Big Camera you do. So I learned how to like buy things from the clerk. And then, like, yeah. My mom uses her American credit card, and I get to see passport verification firsthand for the first time this trip. Want to know what else was next to that big camera? A Taito game station. I go to said Taito game station while my parents chillax at a McDonald's upstairs. The Taito game station has a selection of metal games. Oh boy. Excuse me. And a small handful of rhythm games. I play 2DX because of course I played 2DX. I also give the Metal Tower of Babel a shot too. Sadly, I wasn't able to get a tower built before my parents called for me to go. I asked the lady next to me that I'm leaving soon and if it's okay to for me to give her all of 14 medals. すいません、もうすぐ帰りますが、残りのメダルを開けてもいいですか？本当ですか？ありがとうございます。はい。じゃあ、それでは。And then I just leave. We make our way to Team Lab Planets now. This time taking the third train that takes us from Toyosu straight to Shin Toyosu where the exhibit is. We get there literally 45 minutes earlier than our start time. I get some vegan pistachio green tea ice cream from the nearby vegan food and snack stall. This is what the vegan food and snack stall looks like. It looks like this. Vegan ramen uzu tea ice cream. It's literally next to team, like literally like across from the exhibit, the main exhibit building. And I got this. It's going to be sideways, but it looked like this. So just rotate this a little bit. It looked like this. It's nice. It's a vegan pistachio green tea ice cream. Green tea flavor was very strong with this. It was also really nice. I love how tea is the biggest word. It's just tea. Oh, what can you do? It was delish. I did like it. The tea flavor was plenty strong. But you know what? I liked it. How many times did you get Nihongo Jozud? Once. Just once. So yeah, and the funny thing is I did not get Nihongo Jozud at all during the first week of me being in Japan, which says a lot about my ability to like blend in and like try to figure things out in like the most fluent way possible. Meanwhile, it's starting to rain a lot more and we have to bust out our umbrellas. Several minutes later, it's our turn to line up for Team Lab's Planets. The exhibit is done barefoot because there are a few occasions where we'll actually be dealing with water as part of the full-body art experience. Thankfully, there are lockers to keep all our items safe during our trip to all the exhibits. First exhibit has us treading through a light stream of water. Second exhibit has us treading a room with a very soft but very trippy floor. third exhibit has us surrounded by LED crystals all over the place, creating very interesting visuals and immersing us in the motion of it all. Fourth exhibit has us nearly knee-deep in water, located in a room projecting flowers and koi fish swimming about, and it's all entirely interactive. Like, it's not looping footage. Like, you can actually, like, splash the water around you, and the koi fish will interact with it. By which I mean, they will go away if you splash the water around the koi fish. Fifth exhibit has us in a room full of inflated balls, and it's also very musically interactive as well, playing chimes as everyone interacts with the exhibit. Sixth exhibit has us in a dome projecting a flowery landscape, tilting in a way that makes it feel like we're floating in the environment. I loved it. Let me see if I actually got footage of like the... Oh, here's footage of the flowers. I think I only took like a minute's worth of it. So I think this was so this was basically the exhibit that I went to. It's like, oh my god, there's like flowers flowing all over the place. Cargo pants, Converse shoes, you basically went in tourist clothes. But yeah, it was really neat. This whole flower exhibit. It's like, oh my, like, I was actually lying down taking this video, by the way. It's like, oh my god, that's a lot of flowers. I just realized. But anyways, yeah. There might have been more that I missed, but that's what I remember at least. I really enjoyed the experience. It was definitely unlike anything I've ever experienced in my life. Or what I can remember. Right, it's still raining. And we have to get back to the hotel in said rain. Thank goodness we just need to take these 2 trains back to our hotel. We think of dinner options as we get out of the train station in Irabashi. We all decide to check out the soba place I had a couple days back. This is my parents' first time experiencing the ticket-style way of ordering food in Japan. I buy the normal katsudon this time. And that looks like this. As soon as I can find it. That looks like... Wait for it. Looks like this. Look! It's katsudon. It was so like tender and homely. Tasted really nice. Flavors were balanced perfectly. Not too sweet, not too bitter. And it also came with soup too. And they remembered to put the beni shoga on the side, I guess, because they remember me coming in and I didn't eat any of the beni shoga, so they put it on the side for me. Oh my god. We head back to our hotel, but not before getting snacks and dessert from the local 7-Eleven. I got me a pari sandwich for dessert, which has wafers for the cookie parts and hardened Belgian chocolate with vanilla ice cream center. Let me see what that looks like. Or did I take any pictures of it? I did take a picture of it. So, oh, those are my fingers. Those are really huge close-up of my fingers. So yeah, this is what it looks like. Let's just crop out the unimportant details. So this is what it looks like. So like this is actually like solid actually crunchy wafers sandwiched within this ice cream, and it was really nice. It was unlike any other ice cream sandwich that I've had up until this point. We make our way back to the hotel room, and that's basically our day. Now all we need to worry about tomorrow is checking out and making our way to the Airbnb. The Airbnb. Hold on. Let me get to the. Let me just take this game stream BGM and just change it. Just change it a little bit. So wait, hold on. Is this it? We're changing BGMs for the next part because this is the second part of this entire trip. So welcome to day 6. This is the. Hold on. This is the moving into the rural Airbnb day, because our Airbnb was actually based in Narita. You want to know why it was based in Narita? For the only reason is literally because it's close to the hotel. That's literally it. Finally wake up relatively late at 8 a.m. when we have been waking up at 5 to 6 a.m. For the past few days. We start packing up the rest of our stuff as Dad showers. We decide to have breakfast back downstairs at the hotel breakfast buffet on our last day in Tokyo. It was still late. We bid farewell to the Hotel Metropolitan Edmond and make our way to the hotel entrance for a taxi. I learned about reserved taxis as I struggled to understand why we can't just take the taxis in front of the hotel. We make our way to the streets and flag an open taxi, or kusa, to take us straight to the front of Nippori Station. After a humble ride through Tokyo traffic, we make it to Nippori Station and struggle to get to the Skyliner again. I asked the clerk how to get to said Skyliner, and apparently we have to go up one floor, then back down to the Skyliner section. We buy our tickets for the Skyliner at a kiosk this time instead of going to a receptionist. We drain all of my dad's Suica balance in the process, not like he needs it anyway since we're basically going to be stuck in the boonies in Narita. After a good 45 minutes on the Skyliner, we're back at the airport, but we're not going home yet. Okay, now we need to figure out how to get out of the airport. I ask an officer how to get out, and right, the trains are underground here, so we have to go to the first floor. Duh. We flag a taxi near the airport and proceed to mark our next destination. Or so we would, if not for the fact that taxi drivers literally cannot use postal codes for the destination. Those only cover a general area. We tell the driver to just go to Aeon Mall Narita in the meantime as my dad tries to bring up the specific address. Somehow my dad manages to convey the actual address to the driver and makes her way to the house. Literally only a street number, and we could have gotten there without any problems. Thanks, Dad. Finally get to the Airbnb. My aunties from the Philippines are waiting for me. I get some snacks from one of my aunties who's not visiting, which I just let my mom hold on to. Japanese TV is very Japanese, but the rest of us are very Filipino. I contemplate buying a Chromecast so they can watch things on the TV. Realize that this day will be no different than waltzing into my kitchen at home to my dad either watching Japer Sniper vlogs or eat bulaga. After settling in upstairs, I get a room to myself. I decide to make my way to the closest civilized thing in the area. Aeon Mall Narita. Postal codes are always a general area, right? Exactly. What my dad tried to do is he got all of the address except the 5 numbers that we needed to actually pinpoint the actual address. This is a very, very, very harrowing experience. But anyways, I decide to make my way to the closest civilized thing in the area, which is Aeon Mall Narita. Several minutes later, crossing many roads, I make it to the entrance of Aeon Mall Narita. Lots of food and lots of stores also help that there's a bus line that goes from here to the airport. After much walking, I find the food court, which is right next to Plaza Capcom, aka the only game center in the area that doesn't require me to make a day trek back to the city. I spend Mondays on medals at Plaza Capcom because this is basically my sustenance until I can figure out how to go literally anywhere else. I get the blue and yellow jackpots on the Mario Party Medal Pusher. Both jackpots end in disappointment. All those medal game videos are lying to you. After a while, my parents get to the mall and I try to meet up with them at the food court. I register for Plaza Capcom's medal bank and oh hey, they have a special offer of 100 free medals for new registrants this month. Yeah, they have a Mario Party like coin pusher in Japan. Let me see if I actually took a picture of it, any of it. I don't think I specifically took a picture of the Mario Party coin pusher, sadly. But yeah. Like, you could just look up Mario Party Coin Pusher on YouTube, and that's the exact game that I'm talking about. Make my way to the food court. I haven't had McDonald's in Japan yet. I go there and order a medium tsukimi burger meal, or moon viewing burger, because September was the month of moon viewing. So they had a moon viewing special while I was there. Excuse me. Medium cups in Japan are actually medium and not inflated like in America. So you know how this is bringing me flashbacks to Super Size Me, where like that French guy, where if you get a medium in America, it's the equivalent to getting a large in Japan, in like foreign countries. So I got a medium and it actually was like medium sized. You could say the same thing about clothes sizes. Exactly. Like every time I shop, like every time I think about clothes shopping in Japan, I always have to like internally like, I have to internally like, you know, downsize it by like bump up the size by 1 to get my actual size. So like I'm a large size, right? So if I want to get a large size in Japan, or like I'm a medium to large size. So if I want to get within medium to large, I have to get a large or extra large when I'm in Japan. Medium in America is extra large in Europe. Oi! I don't think it's that inflated. Bruh. But anyways, fries at the time were but the tsukimi burger was pretty delish. So imagine a cheeseburger with egg and bacon and some tangy sauce. That was literally the tsukimi burger. Parents are still nowhere in sight and my dad got separated from my mom at the mall. Thankfully the mall has free Wi-Fi. Whatever, I go back to Plaza Capcom and play more metal games. Okay, that's enough of that. Back to exploring the mall. Oh no. The music store is right across the food court. Let me see if I can get it. And I kid you not. I kid you not. They actually did have a music store at the mall. That's not it. That wasn't it. That wasn't it. You didn't see anything. That wasn't the music store. Okay, let me see if I can get a... Let's see if I actually did snap a picture of the music store. Because, like... Yeah, that was like one of 2, like... go back to locations while I was staying in Japan. I think I did take a picture of it. I don't know when I took a picture of it, but I do vacantly, I may have recalled taking a picture of it. It might have been on the last day, but better than nothing. Do I find it? Do I find it? I don't find it. Yeah, I don't find it. But yeah, there was like a music store right across like the food court and the arcade. And that was essentially like my musical. It's like the it's like a smaller equivalent of like Guitar Center, where it's like they actually had like pianos and stuff that you can buy. Those music stores. But yeah, music store is right across the food court. I doodle on some of their pianos and look around when suddenly I hear the sounds of a steel tongue drum. I find the steel tongue drum. Was there someone playing Stairway to Heaven in there? No, but there was definitely people trying to play Idol and Senbon Sakura. You know, the Stairway to Heaven of Japan. But not so Stairway to Heaven enough that you actually get kicked out for trying to play Idol or Senbon Sakura. But yes, I hear the sounds of a steel tongue drum. I find a steel tongue drum. I am happy. Also, hi Tofi. I could have sworn I took a picture of the steel tongue drum somewhere. So I'm gonna try to look for the steel tongue drum. Steel tongue drum doko. Doko desu car. Oh, there it is. There it is. Yeah, they actually had this. It's a steel tongue drum. I got to try a steel tongue drum for the very first time ever. So this is why Tofi loves it. It has a really nice sound. Idol is everywhere. Exactly. It's like you want to know something? You want to know something? That music store actually had like a piano book with like 50 greatest modern pop hits. You want to know what was in that book? Yoru ni kakeru. Yoru ni kakeru, and I think Idol was also in there too. It's like, oh my god. What? Of course it'd be Yoru ni kakeru. Yeah, Yoru ni kakeru is considered a pop hit. Pop hit. Anyways. My mom updates me on where she is, and I make my way there. She goes to a clothing store for long sleeves and sweaters to give to everyone back home. She wonders if what she's buying is unisex. I ask the clerk, ladies only. Oh. Well, there goes half of what she was gonna buy. It's getting late, so we make our way to the food court for dinner. Everyone else doesn't want the food court after hearing that it's fast food joints. We go downstairs towards the restaurant-style food places. We settle on Shabuyo, a shabu-shabu place where they deliver the ingredients to you in a cute cat robot cart. We order a lamb set for our group. It takes us a while to realize that we get up and bring our own ingredients to the table. Japanese shabu-shabu experience difference number 1. They have a salad bar, an udon and rice section with curry, a sauce bar, and a waffle maker? Yeah, they had a waffle maker at the shabu-shabu place. 30 minutes have passed and still no meats at the table. It takes us even longer to realize that we actually have to order the meats from the tablet. Japanese shabu-shabu experience difference number 2. Yeah, there was a waffle maker at the shabu-shabu place. Like it's supposed to be for dessert, but like, make your own waffles? What an experience. We order a good handful of meats and all is well and cozy again. You want to know a little something about about getting the meats too? They deliver it with this little robot thing. So this little robot thing, this is what delivers the meats to our table. So the robot like heads to our table, and then we just take like all of the meat and stuff, and then we just put it in a shabu shabu. It was really cute. It played the YouTuber music though when it was driving though. It's like imagine imagine that robot coming your way and then, like, hold on, I'm gonna set the music back, but like imagine if you were just having the, wait, do I actually have like the, That's not it. That's not it. You know that. Let's see if I can try and find the music. It's like da, 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 da. If I can't find it, we'll just move on. We'll just dun, 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 dun. Yeah, I can't find it, so we'll just go back to but yeah, imagine if it was like playing like generic like corporate YouTuber music while it was delivering like the meats to you. It has like the ukulele and yeah, that happy song. That was what played while it was delivering all the like going around delivering the meats. Anyways, after witnessing my dad screw up shabu shabu by dumping all the meats into one of the brats and leaving it there, we have dessert. Nice cozy vanilla soft serve with chocolate drizzle and chocolate chips for me. I would have gotten do-it-yourself waffles if they didn't run out of waffle batter before I got there. So this was what the ice cream looked like. It looked like this. It was really nice and cozy soft serve. See? Chocolate drizzle and the little chocolate drizzle and chocolate chips. It was really nice cozy dessert. Shabu shabu was definitely experienced, and now we know the differences between US shabu shabu and Japanese shabu shabu. Now we go for groceries at the other end of the mall because there's a supermarket that, like, to our surprise, in Japan you can have malls where there are supermarkets attached to them. That is not something you get in American malls. You don't like, or at least that is, or it's like, it's very unheard of to like actually have a supermarket attached to like a mall. Like it's all just like it's all like just like clothing stores and stuff like that. But in Japan, one of the stores is actually like, it's not just like an outlet shop. Like imagine if like this outlet shop is like, imagine if you were shopping at like a Macy's or a JCPenney, but you actually could buy groceries from them, like supermarket, like it's like a mix between like a Macy's or a JCPenney and like a Target or like a Safeway or Food Max, or I don't know what your local supermarket establishments are where you're at, but from where I'm at, Safeway, Food Max, Food Source, grocery outlet, stuff like that. Like imagine like stuff that you can buy from those places, but it's attached to like a Macy's like a department store and stuff. My mom buys laundry detergent and more of the souvenir cosmetics that my sister wants. Everyone else does not realize that bags are a separate item cost. I fixed the problem for a measly 9 yen and now we can go home. Sounds awesome. Need water in a mall? No need to overpay at a restaurant. Dude, water is dirt cheap in like Japan. Like you could just like, or like at the mall, they actually just give you water for free. Like there's literally like a tap that serves like cold water. You just take a cup, you just pour yourself cold water. That's it. That's all you need for water. It's like, I fixed the problem for a measly 9 yen and now we can go home. I eyeball a Wown card on the way out. Gotta get one of those eventually. Imagine paying for water. That sounds so American, I know, right? Like almost all of the restaurants that I had, like water was either self-serve, like all of the water was self-serve. So like either they had taps in front of you or they just had pitchers which you could use at any time. I love that. It's like no need to like wave down a server being all like, hey, can I get a refill on water? Nah, man, you just serve that you just serve that yourself. You just serve it yourself. It's like, you want water? There's a tap right in front of you. You get the water. It's like you get a cup right next to you. You fill up the water and then you drink the water. After more walking, we make our way back to the Airbnb. My dad did tours to a convenience store to get more water. So at the Airbnb, we didn't actually have like a water dispenser. So every time we wanted water, we actually had to buy bottles of like big bottles of like liter water from like the convenience store. Mostly just settling down some more. And oh hey, a younger cousin around my age is here. Greet my cousin in Japan a happy birthday. Settle my laptop and other stuff on the desk while everyone showers. I take a small nap which turns into a mini sleep. And here I am brushing my teeth at Here I am showering and brushing my teeth at 4:30 in the morning. This is a pattern that will not end on the second week, I should add. And that was the end of day 6. And that was our first day on the Airbnb. Not really much. This day is also not really much either. Did you smash with your cousin? No, my cousin is one, I discovered is way too old. So when I was writing my notes, I said that she was around my age. She was not around my age. She was like about like 15 to 20 years older than I am. And you want to know the disappointing thing about my cousin living in Japan? My cousin has lived in Japan for about 15 to 20 years. And she has not once decided she is going to learn to read the Japanese language. I was literally the only person in this entire Airbnb that actually knew how to read Japanese. What do you mean? She's actually lived in the country for much longer than I've actually known the language, and she can't even read a single lick of Japanese. Not a single character. And like, when I was younger, like when I was like a decade younger and I tried to like chat with her in Japanese, imagine my disappointment when she literally told out, "Oh, I'm sorry, I can't read Japanese, I can only speak it." Why? Why? You've lived in Japan for much longer than I've been learning the language? And you mean to say you never bothered to actually try and learn the language? Are you kidding me? It's cool to be illiterate. Oh, I'm gonna hold on. I'm gonna fix check something real fast because I realized that a little shadow thing is bothering me. But why, cousin? Why? And like, oh my god! And the embarrassment doesn't stop there. I should let you know right now. The embarrassment does not stop there. Here's my. There you go. That's much better. Okay, maybe nudge that a little bit more to the top. Okay, that's much better. That's much better. Are they single? Asking because if they're not, that would explain it. Yeah, they're not single. So, yeah. She just leaves it to her husband to, like, do the translating and interpreting and, like, figuring out stuff for her. Yeah. Yeah. Day 7, the local arcade day. Wake up at reasonable times now at 8:45 a.m. My Japanese-speaking cousin from the Philippines arrives at my Airbnb. Oh boy, oh boy. I immediately get Nihongo umai. Not Nihongo jozu. Nihongo umai. When you get umai, being Nihongo umai is much better than being Nihongo jozu, because Nihongo jozu means that, like, they recognize that you are putting in the bare minimum effort to communicate with them. Nihongo umai means that you can hold your own in a conversation at the very least. I was elected to lead, not to read. Your cousin to her husband. To be fair, I learned that my cousin actually works at a bar in Japan. Yeah, she actually has a job working, like, doing bartending in Japan. So all she needs to know is to just communicate with the people that come into the store, and not ever, like, actually talk about, like, you know, reading the menus and stuff like that. You know what? Whatever. She thinks that I would be more fit to live in Japan and work as a company president, making 400,000 yen a month. Bruh. 400,000 yen a month is how much I make a month here, doing data entry. I mean, after you convert my paycheck into Japanese yen. Insists on calling me Shacho, which she always keeps on pronouncing as Sacho, and my Japanese brain is like, Nandaya. You don't have conversations about your life problems with the bartenders in Japan? Sasuga Japan. What is this, Valhalla? I should play that game one day. Actually, I'll think about that. Anyways, today's breakfast is overcooked egg and rice with a healthy serving of spaghetti Napolitan from the shopping mall supermarket. After a way too hot serving of Filipino brown coffee, I make my way to my itinerary today, which is games and games and games and games. I lose my life for a brief moment at Plaza Capcom Metal Games, starting with the Monster Hunter one. I got a couple chances to get the jackpot. Of course, they end in failure like usual. Let's see if I can pull up the video of me failing to get any of the jackpots on Monster Hunter, because I'm pretty sure I took videos of that. Oh god, we don't need to talk. I think it is one of these. Is it one of this? Is it this one? No, that's not it. That's that is Smash Stadium. I'm actually not sure if I took the if I took video of me playing oh no, I didn't. I did it. Oh no. Wait a minute. Nope, that's Oh, I think this is it. Nope, that's not it. Okay, I guess I didn't take I guess I didn't take video of this. But yes. I give a couple of their pachinko games a thought. Specifically a game with a 1-coin challenge, with the grand prize being 700 medals. I win nothing. Also, I had 400 goes at a certain at a pachinko game that's based on a certain magical index. I also win nothing. So yeah, let's go over to rural Chiba and visit a local arcade that apparently has rhythm games. I take a bus from the mall to the Keisei Narita station. I missed the transfer bus because there's a myriad of lines that said bus transfer that made me confused. All transfer lines run at 40-minute intervals. Oh god. So I decide to eat lunch at the local Family Mart, trying out their bistro bun with melty cheese and curry. This is what the bistro bun looks like as soon as I can get a picture of it. It's somewhere around here. Definitely not where the Tokyo Disney Sea pictures are. There it is. Behold! Delicacies from Japanese convenience stores. This is a bread bun. This is a bistro bread bun with curry and melty cheese. Not really that much melty cheese, but just trust me on this. It was tasty. I loved it. I once had the weirdest bar experience. They're all looking at me until one of them asked if I'm okay with tobacco. The moment I said no problem, the whole restaurant cheered and closed the doors. Wait, what? I made friends with everyone in the end. Oh my god. Wait, why did they cheer? Did they cheer because they finally found someone that would actually tolerate their tobacco habit? Oh my god. But anyways, yeah, bistro bun with melty cheese and curry. Super delish. Who comes up with these things? Discover that said Family Mart has a second floor made specifically for dining in. I get a second course after this discovery and I buy me a famikoro, which is basically a Family Mart meat croquette. Totally does not fumble said famikoro at the dine-in spot upstairs. What are you talking about? Finally finish all my food and drink. Time to go to Wonderview. 40 minutes later. Wonderview has all of one Lightning cab, one Sound Voltex Valkyrie model, and one DDR Gold machine. Perfect for BPL event grinding. I play Ongeki first because I'm a dingus who doesn't think to just play the one at Plaza Capcom. Because Plaza Capcom has all of Geki Chumai over there as well. Rural arcade means no fancy payment options outside of Konami and Passly, so my afternoon is run by 100 yen coins. I play more assorted games like Poppin' Music Unilab and Gunya Fighter. I see. So, Gunya Fighter is an arena fighter where everything runs like Sumotori Dreams. Or actually, no. Not Sumotori. Okay, that's way off the mark. So, imagine if you were playing like an arena fighter. Imagine if you were playing Gang Beasts. It basically controlled like Gang Beasts. But it was an arcade arena fighter. Like, that's the only way that I can describe Gunya Fighter. It's literally like, it's like if you're playing Gang Beasts, but it was like you were like a bunch of like Minecraft Steve ripoffs. And it had music that was way too good for what kind of game it actually was. Like, it had banger music, but it's literally just Minecraft Steve Gang Beasts. I was the only outsider there. Apparently everyone in that bar were regulars that went there to have small talk away from their... Oh. Wow, bruh. I finally muster up the time to line up for the 2DX Lightning Cab on a cue sheet. Someone is already playing before me, so I figured I'd roll Card Connect for Ichika cards. I get a lot of Ichika cards of interest. 5 cards total to be printed. The time it took to print the cards meant that the other guy got another turn, because apparently, like, it just took like a long time to print out all the cards. Waits patiently in front of the lightning cab like a civilized boy. Finally gets turn on lightning cab. I hope they don't think I'm weird for using EN interface and being based in America. Whatever, I had a blast. Except when I forgot to turn off hard gauge on one of the hard songs on there. Also, that feel when literally one play of anything away from finally completing a rhythm game event. After a whole game of Ongeki later, 900 yen's worth, I had my fill of this arcade. Stops by the crane game and amusement section next door to find some interesting prize games. One of the prizes is a Make America Great Again hat. Yeah, I don't know. But they did have like other normal prizes, like a Nintendo Switch or a PlayStation 5. Like you could win those from the prize thing. And they also had this game too. They also had this game. You like Kirby arcade games? This is a really cute Kirby arcade game. I did not play this though. I wish I did though, because it looked like it could have been really fun. It's like, yeah, it's like Poku Poku Hoshi no Kabi Gurume Race. It's like it's like Nami Kirby's Gourmet Race. But it's an arcade game. Yeah, it looked really cute. But yeah, that prize, this prize wheel, this like little prize thing. It's like, yeah, you could get like a PlayStation, you could get like a PS5 or like a bunch of like you get a PS5 or a Nintendo Switch or things like that. But like in the other cabinet, they had like I don't know, they had some really weird stuff in that other prize cabinet. I don't think I'm gonna go any further than they had a MAGA hat. But anyways, that was all for Wonderview. It was a nice trip, and it also gave me perspective on like what the rural gaming scene would look like. So like if you wanted to play, like if you're like say a gamer but you lived in like the middle of nowhere, like Chiba, Wonderview is like one of the arcades that you could go at to get your fill of like Gundam or Fate Grand Order and stuff like, or like Concole and stuff like that. It was fun. It helped me give a perspective of what like rural Japan people have to go through when it comes to playing arcades, because guess what? Guess what, guys? I hate to break it to you, but Japan's not just Tokyo and Osaka and Kyoto. So yeah. That gave me a fresh perspective of like the arcade scene there. I discovered that there's a Koko Ichibanya within walking distance on the way back to the mall. There's tomorrow's dinner, I don't suppose. Spoiler alert, I don't actually go there for dinner. But I do go there eventually, just not that specific Koko Ichibanya. Or tomorrow. Anyways, back to Plaza Capcom, where I wailed 3,000 yen on more metal games. Chat, how many arcades have you been? How many arcades did you visit? Well, how many slices of bread have you eaten? That many. I play some Mario Party Metal Pusher until I realize I'm getting nowhere. Move to Metal Tower of Babel after a while, get a crazy jackpot of over 25,000 medals. So so I did take videos of this. I'm not going to show you those videos because those videos are going to be too long. But essentially, there was a coin pusher that essentially builds like coin towers. It builds coin towers, and if you put if you push those towers, you get like a really huge payout of medals. There's just one problem though. You have to push those medals off. Also, this game entices you to spending 100 yen to continue special events. I am a dum-dum and use 100 yen in my pocket to continue said special events. I then proceed to lose all of my medals trying to push the bigger tower, and now have no more 100 yen coins to turn into medals. The bigger tower is literally almost over the edge. An old man is lurking the medal games. I tell him that I have no more medals. Mottai nai, he tells me. What a waste of effort, he tells me. But you know, sometimes things were not meant to be. I'm gonna change the music for this, just for a little bit. We'll get back to the silly music, but I just want to so yeah. Sometimes things were not meant to be. We were almost rich, and yet we were so close, yet so far. I take the L and let him take my spot, eventually winning 800 something medals with that tower. Oh well. I make my way back to the Airbnb because Mom's getting worried. My dad made beef stew to the best of his ability using whatever Japanese ingredients were available at the mall supermarket. Not too shabby if I say so myself. I then go upstairs and settle in, playing some Nintendo Switch games. I fall asleep again at around 10 p.m. and wake up to do this write-up. Yep, this is the pattern that we're going for. This is the pattern that we're going for. It's like, I go upstairs, I fall asleep at 10, and then I wake up at 3 a.m. literally just to write the summaries for that day. Yeah. That was my whole weekend. That's no, not that, not that. Boo. We're back here. Tomorrow is another adventure, this time trying to get back into the city. We're almost done. We're like 2/3 of the way done. I'm sorry if I'm like dragging this out a bit because like, man, I didn't expect this. I thought this was going to be free talk, but I think this turned more into story time because of how long I did all the summaries. I'm sorry, guys. I'm gonna retitle this stream. Instead of chit-chatting, it's gonna be story time. You know what? I'm just gonna rename it right now. What the heck? Live stream. Don't give me the analytics. I don't want to chit-chatting? No. Story time. There you go. Okay, day 8, the solo Ikebukuro day. Wake up to my mom asking me how to get the washer working. Cause right, I'm the only one that knows how to read Japanese in this entire household. Apparently the water to said washer has to be turned on manually. Also, my cringe cousin still insists on calling me Sacho because I can speak Japanese competently in conversation. And cringe competently. I tell everyone about my plans to go back to the city and chill there for the afternoon. Read, I just go to Ikebukuro to chill out at round 1 in Gigo. My cringe Japanese speaking cousin tries to tag along with me for a day date because it's her birthday. I insist that I'm literally just going to the city to play games at the arcade. Time to make my way to Ikebukuro by walking to the mall, taking the bus that takes me straight to the station, taking the limited express train that takes me all the way to Nippori. This takes an hour. Transferring to a JR Yamanote train that then takes me all the way to Ikebukuro. Now I'm at Ikebukuro. Right across from me is a Don Quixote. I waltz inside of it and the first floor is literally just cosmetics. So, Don Quixote is one of those fabled places in Japan where it's like, oh my god, this is like a dollar store. This is like Daiso on crack. I think this is the picture of the Don Quixote. Could probably spend a whole day there. Yeah, I could have probably spent a whole day there. I probably should have spent a whole day there. But no, I was an arcade addicted dingus and only went into the first floor thinking that I would get more of my sister's cosmetics at the cosmetic section of Don Quixote. But I was too focused on trying to get the arcade, so I didn't. I'm so stupid. I waltz inside of it and the first floor is literally just cosmetics. I didn't check out the other floors. I probably should have. I spot a ramen shop next to me, Ichiryu. I noted it in my head and made my way to the street with the arcades in it. I lurked the doors that my friend said didn't have much of a selection. Literally only Taiko no Tatsujin. Literally only Taiko no Tatsujin as the only rhythm game available in it. Oh no. This arcade has a metal game section. Also, this arcade does not have escalators going down, forcing me to take the elevator stairwell down to get back down. Anyways, that was a door. It's time to go to Gigo. Go straight to the rhythm games down into the basement. It's 3 a.m. now. I've got a haiku for you. I was at arcade. This is what happens when you like arcades way too much, man. I just wanted to get the Japanese arcade gaming experience, okay? I just want to play arcade games. Go straight to the rhythm games at the bottom floor. There are a fart ton of each major rhythm game. Straight line of 2DX residents, 3 gold cabs of DDR, a whole army of Sound Voltex Valkyrie models, and a lot more. I'm a dingus and start playing 2DX. Alright, I'm satisfied. Time to go to round 1. This time I go to the amusement section with all the rhythm games. Row of dance-arounds that don't have fucky-wucky graphics, row of my and a scatter of Sound Voltex Valkyrie models. I go to one of the 2DXs, which are literally lined up like cubicles of rhythm gaming. Can you tell that I'm a big 2DX player yet? Alright, I think all I've been doing is playing 2DX this whole time. Time to play some other rhythm games. Psych, I go back to the metal game section and buy 2,500 yen's worth of medals. Man, I really am a dingus. I register my iMe to round 1 Ikebukuro system so I don't have to lug around all the medals just to play them. Now I can load up medals digitally in games like Frozen Tower. Apparently my medal bank interfaces with EMUs as well. Gatsuri Go and Pokemon Korogarina. Speaking of Pokemon Korogarina, interesting betting style game with a perpetually tilting game field. Everything revolves around a partially spiked ball that is used to capture Pokemon and determine many other things by chance like succeeding a catch and fighting. I actually won a bunch at this game by betting 100 and rolling fairly well. I get 2.5k medals at one point. I never have to buy medals again. It's like, look at this. Look at all these medals that I got from the Look at all of these medals that I have in the medal bank. 2,869 medals. Man, I am way too deep in this. Arcade addiction? Maybe so, but at least I enjoyed myself at the expense of not really doing much else except play arcade games. Man, now that I'm thinking about this in retrospect, I probably should have done a lot more. Man, I'm starting to feel bad now. Get around 2.5k medals at one point. I never have to buy medals again. Psych, I blow 1k of that on it's on Color Colada. Lunch break, I go back to that ramen shop I saw on the way to the arcades. Ichiyu. Actually, before that, I try out the round 1 chips crane game that my parents tried last week. I win 4 bags with 200 yen. I spend the rest of the day encumbered with chips at hand. Anyways, ramen. Ramen and melon soda, I should add. And piano stoves. No, you went to what you liked. Not all of what I liked. I didn't go to any karaoke spots. I should have went to a karaoke spot at least once when I was there. Man, I really feel like a dingus now. But yeah, this was my ramen. And on the side they also had fried rice. This was really hot, like piping hot, super tender, like chashu fried rice. And then like this one came a little later, but like this was also like really juicy like gyoza as well. It was really nice. It was like a whole smorgasbord. I love this. Oh my god. But yeah. It was basically like Hakata style ramen. Like they had like thin noodles and stuff. But like it was really nice. It filled me up. And you got to order on a tablet. I did not take pictures of the tablet, but I got to order on a tablet, and I ordered in Japanese because I wanted to like, you know, get into the mood. So yeah, it's free seating and they have a tablet ordering system for foreigner-friendly orders. Yes, they had an English option there. I did not use the English option. I just get a basic tonkotsu ramen with extra egg, fried rice, and gyoza alongside a melon soda. Fried rice was piping hot and savory even after a few minutes of sitting there, and the ramen was delish. Hakata thin style too. Gyoza came out a little later after I was finished with the other two, but better late than never. I pay for my food in cash and make my way back to round 1. I recharge my bank with 1,200 yen's worth of medals. I tried Smash Stadium in Japan for the first time, and it plays completely differently from the US version. For one, you can launch medals directly at the bottom section. It takes 5 balls to get to the Fever Rush, but you're guaranteed it once you get it. Fever Rush is the first step in getting to the jackpots, and you need 100 bumper hits to get to it. I get Fever Rush 3 times, and do not get any further than that. Screw Smash Stadium. I'm gonna play more Pokemon Korogarina. I get nowhere with my 100 bets. I am Sag. It is getting late. Time to head back home at 4 p.m. But not before snagging some popcorn from the Gigo to give to my cringe cousin they're sold out. See if I took... I don't think I took a picture of the popcorn, but it was basically like... There was like anime popcorn they were selling at Gigo. I got myself a custard taiyaki from Gigo and make my way back to the station. This is what the taiyaki looks like. I don't think it matters the orientation. What matters is that you see the taiyaki. And that is the taiyaki right there. It had custard filling in it. I think, yeah, my mom also got like one of these, the day before too. Or 2 days before, when we checked out the Gigo on day one. Day one of the Airbnb. But yes, it is another 2-hour trek taking the same trains the other direction. Parents text me worried about me because I didn't respond to any of their texts throughout the day. I tell them I'm fine and that I'm on the train ride home. They ask me to bring more dinner from the mall because they didn't buy enough. I get them refills of sushi and some chicken nugs from McDonald's. 15 pieces of chicken McNuggets. I eyeballed the Cork Micro Key 25 at the music store in the mall. So, yeah. One of the things that I eyeball is a freaking MIDI keyboard at the music store. It's like, oh my god, should I buy this? Should I not buy this? Do I want? Should I get it? Should I not get it? It's like, oh my god, it's just staring at me right there. It's just staring at me right there. Do I get it? I eventually got it. Spoiler alert. It is literally a little less than half of what I would buy back in the US. So in Japan, that keyboard, that MIDI key, that 25 key MIDI keyboard was going for 8,750 yen, which is around like 55 bucks. If I were to buy this in the US, that would be 105 bucks. So I decided to buy it in Japan. Later, I gotta bring food home. I get home to see that they had a small birthday cake with fruits. They lost me at fruit. The younger cousin wasn't there anymore, so I got to eat 15 nugs and 2 whole pieces of karaage for myself. Japanese barbecue sauce is a little bit of a slight soy sauce flavor to it. After dinner, I settle on upstairs, buy a plethora of cheap Nintendo Switch games from the eShop, and fall asleep. And then I wake up again to write the summary. Oh hey look, it's a day where I don't go to the arcade for once. Wanna know why? Because we're in Tokyo Disney Sea, baby! Woken up at around 6 a.m. Just accept that he's gonna shower and brush teeth in the morning before all the adventures. Funny how I've never seen a taiyaki with actual meat in it. I don't think they actually have... I think taiyaki is supposed to just be like a dessert pastry where you just fill it up with like either red bean paste or like custard or chocolate. I don't think you'd ever see like a taiyaki that's actually filled with like sea bread. You see these wings? That's what happens when you avoid both the apples and the doctors. Bruh. Breakfast is apparently already prepared before we go at 6 in the morning. Who is waking up at 5:30 in the morning to cook breakfast? Same old overcooked eggs and still nice sausages with rice. We leave the house, me, my parents, and 3 others, at around 7:15 a.m. We missed the bus that runs at the 7 o'clock hour. We now have to wait over an hour for the next one, because the next bus didn't come until 8:37. And we got to the bus station at 7:17 when the bus left at 7:15. Great going, parents. This is what happens when you run on Filipino time. Fortunately, it's not too cold outside and we just chill on the benches. I try a taxi app and it seems like I can call a taxi. There are 6 of us. A taxi can only hold 4 of us. It is now 8 a.m. We head inside the now open mall supermarket to use the bathroom. My dad especially has to go number 2. Turns out it was a false alarm. It is now 8:35 a.m. The local bus to Keisei Narita finally arrives. We take the bus and eventually the train towards Tokyo Disney Sea, but not before my aunts and cousins from the Philippines recharge their Suica cards since we had to wait another 8 minutes anyway. The rest of my family learns about limited express trains and how they skip a good chunk of the stations. It takes us a total of 3 lines to get to the Tokyo Disney area, one of them literally being a one-stop ride. After a 3/4 loop through the Tokyo Disney Railway, we finally make it to Tokyo Disney Sea. And I take some good pictures of some dandelions on the way too. Look at these dandelions. Look at them. Look at how precious they are. This was also the beginning of me taking nature photos for Tofi's nature channel on Discord. The Touch Moss channel. There'll be more of these nature photos in the future too. So fluffy, yeah. So yeah, we got the Tokyo Disney Sea. You know what? At this point, I'm not even going to like read from the thing anymore, because I think it would be much better to just show the things that I ran into during Tokyo Disney Sea. One of those things being this lovely globe on a thing, on a fountain. Looks like the flowers in Inazuma and Genshin. Oh my god. Lovely dandelions. And look, it's a globe on a fountain. And that's North America. What else we got? Alright. We have lunch. So I got me a Reuben sandwich from a nearby new sandwich store inside Tokyo Disney Sea. It came with fries and a drink. I think for me, I got like iced tea. Yeah, I got like iced tea. It wasn't sweetened though. No, I think my parents got iced tea. I forgot what I got. I think I may have gotten melon soda. Nope, that definitely looks like iced tea to me. So yeah, the Reuben sandwich came with fries and a drink. This was the drink. Look at how lovely this meal was. This was my first time eating a Reuben sandwich, and I did not realize how many grilled onions they actually use for a Reuben sandwich. A Reuben sandwich is basically like I think like pastrami with like melty cheese and like, I'm guessing like a bunch of grilled onions. That's what I tasted at least. So yeah, that was the sandwich shop. And then we just went on a little bit more of an adventure. Just taking photos along the way. So we took this little lovely view. Apologies for anyone in the shot that I'm not censoring. But like, yeah, they just took some nice views. And around this time, we wanted to go on like those pagodas, or like, what was those boats called in it? They wanted, no, not pagodas. What were those boats? Oh, gondolas. Yeah, we wanted to like ride the gondolas across the sea, but we couldn't because they temporarily closed the gondolas, because guess what runs at 12 p.m. and 3 p.m.? They run a show called Let's Celebrate, like a mini show called Let's Celebrate with Colors, where the Disney characters actually come out and like they just dance on a boat while they're like in the sea area, like in the lake area of Tokyo Disney Sea. You're lucky your hair isn't purple like other onion VTubers, bruh. But yeah, like, I mean, Let's Celebrate with Colors is like a pretty lit song, but I wanted to ride the gondolas. And because like they were doing the Let's Celebrate with Colors thing, we couldn't ride the gondolas because, you know, the Disney characters were like in the lake area and the gondolas go through the lake area. But anyways, instead of the lake, instead of riding the gondolas, we stand in line for an attraction called Soaring, because that was one of the rides that we recognized from California Adventure. You know, the adjacent park next to Disneyland in Los Angeles. And we wondered, like, oh, is this going to be any different than the one that is in California Adventure? Well, for one, we had to wait 90 minutes just to get a ride on Soarin'. We lined up at around like 12:15. It was already like 1:45 by the time we got to like the inside of the line. And there are some differences. Like they actually had like all of this like lore stuff. Like they actually had like a lot of like surrounding paintings and stuff, and like exhibits that you could check out while you were waiting in line. Like all of this stuff. They had all of this stuff while we were waiting in line for the attraction. Like this was what we were surrounded by. It's like, oh my god. It's like, look at all of this. This is already way better than Soaring in California Adventure, that they actually give you like all of this stuff that you can look at. And then we get to the attraction, and like the way that they explain it, it's so magical. Like they actually have like paintings that come to life, and like they actually explain all of this stuff. Maybe they also explain the same stuff in like California Adventure, but like I don't know. Maybe it's because it's been like forever since I've seen that sort of spectacle in California Adventure, but like seeing it again just felt so magical to me. And then we lined up, we got into the thing. It is literally the exact same ride as the one at California Adventure. It's literally the exact same. Like it's literally the exact same ride, with the only stark difference being that the last part ends with them flying through Tokyo and going back to Tokyo Disney Sea. That was the only difference. Other than that, the ride was literally the exact same as the one at California Adventure. Which honestly, it started, like, I started to get the vibe that Tokyo Disney Sea is essentially the Tokyo Disneyland equivalent to California Adventure. Like it's like a sister park within like the Disney realm. Oh my god. I also need to charge my phone. And that's just one of my adventures in Tokyo Disneyland. Tokyo Disneyland. Though maybe I should probably start summarizing all of these things up eventually. But it's okay. We're already like 2/3 of the way there. We're almost done. I'll probably try to abridge the rest of this. So yeah. Literally the same ride as the one in California Adventure, save for like one small difference of returning to Tokyo Disneyland instead of California Adventure. What a harrowing experience. We're thirsty after experience, so we look for a vending machine. Psych, we head towards another ride. 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. 45-minute wait with all the snaking lions inside the cave area. Lots of lore bits too. Like, look at all this. Look at all this lore. Like, look at all this lore. Look at all this wonderful lore that you can look at. There's all this steampunk, all of this world building, and the actual ride was pretty nice. You got to go inside like a sort of like old maritimer like you got to go inside of a steampunk like a steampunk submersible, like a steampunk metal submersible, and then you got to see like a bunch of stuff under the sea. And you got like in front of me there was like this joystick that controlled like a flashlight where you could like see all the different like treasures underneath, like actual like treasure, like under the sea treasures, and like tombstone, and like pharaoh's tombs, and aliens. They got aliens downstairs, and yet they had the audacity to say, you know, there are still mysteries that yet lurk under the sea. Our mission has not yet concluded. We will be back another day. It's like, what do you mean? You saw aliens down there. What do you mean you can't like take pictures of like the aliens and then just report that to HQ? Bruh. They had aliens down there, and you have the nerve to say, you know, there are still mysteries down there that have yet to be solved. What are you going on about? Anyways, we're actually getting thirsty, so we actually try to make our way to a vending machine. We start to realize why it's so difficult to find a vending machine at Tokyo Disneyland. Because the vending machines actually blend in with the environment. What a dick move. No wonder why it's so hard to find it. Because, like, you know, it's like, unless you were explicitly looking out for them, like, you would actually, like, miss a vending machine because it just blends in so well. We still haven't found the cat girls in Minecraft. Minecraft version 2 Doko. Doko Desker. So yeah, we find the vending machine. Then we make our way further down, closer to the Little Mermaid area. And then we go to Aladdin because the vending machines are closer to there. My mom wants to check out Jasmine's flying carpet, and which isn't too bad. 20 minutes wait for a simple ride. My mom does not realize that, like, simple ride means that, like, oh, you're just a flying carpet, you're just like in a flying carpet ride that just like goes up and down, goes up and down, goes up and down. So we get sat in the back of that ride, so we can only control the tilt of the carpet. The girls in the front weren't even phased. They just sat there talking about stuff. Nice to meet you. Greeting from Japan. Hajimemashite. Hi, irashai. Welcome to my stream. He's like,配信に来てくれてありがとうございます。I want an Vtuber friend. こんにちは。こんにちは。で、僕にはこんばんは。だって23時半です。ですし、はい、東京ディズニーランドの話をしてるんだけど、この配信のメインは英語なので、なるべく、今回はなるべくなら日本語で説明します。説明して、してみようと思います。I subscribe to your channel. チャンネル登録させていただきました。グッドバトンもありがとうございます。誠にありがとうございます。日本語上手。日本語頑張ってます。めちゃくちゃうまい。 いやいや、大したことありませんよ。Well, that was interesting, I guess. まあ、ちょっと面白いことけど。Now my mom wants to buy merch. Now my mom wants to buy merch. お母さんはグッズを買いたいと。グッズを買ってほしい。We go to the Indiana Jones section in search of merch. グッズを探すためにはインディアナ・ジョーンズの部分に行く。We run into a food cart selling alien dumplings. 宇宙人の団子のフードカートを見つけた。ロス住まいかな。ロスに住んでいません。ロスに住んでいない。でもカリフォルニア州に住んでいますし、カリフォルニアに住んでいますしな。It's like, there is a big line for said food cart selling alien dumplings. 宇宙人の団子の線はめちゃくちゃ大きい。Anyways, Indiana Jones merch section. とにかくインディアナ・ジョーンズのグッズセクション。My mom couldn't find what she wanted. で、お母さんは何も見つからん。何もグッズを見つからん。何も好きなグッズを見つからない。I ought to go across the bridge to the Little Mermaid section for more merch. リトルマーメイドの部分にもっと探したいためには橋に。But we lost Dad after we got in line to the carpet ride, so we looked for him in the Aladdin areas. でもお父さんは道を迷ってしまったので、アラジンの部分に戻してきた。We find him waiting in the Aladdin section. アラジンの部分に待っていました。I grabbed some caramel popcorn on the way back. 戻す前にキャラメルポップコーンを買ってきた。The caramel is not as overpowering as what I'm used to, which is good. カラメルの味はちょっと語彙を探砂糖Anyways, yeah, チュロスやチキンよ。で、チュロスやチキンは食べた？ちなみに私は I'm JP VTuber。はい。VTuber。日本の VTuber 見つけた。はい。よかったら、僕のディスコサーバーです。参加していたら、配信の通知になれるから。便利。便利だぞ。Oh hey, what a convenient. Popcorn was nice. Time to wash my hands. Popcorn was nice. Time to wash my hands. ポップコーンは美味しくて手を洗うぞ。 Oh hey, what a convenient hand washing station to be placed near the popcorn stand. 手を洗う場所はめちゃくちゃ便利だぞ。おい、手を洗う場所が近づくからめちゃくちゃ便利。めちゃくちゃ偶然だと。Alright, back to the main area for merch. はい。Back to the main area for merch. よし。グッズをもっと探そう。The rest of the day is just getting merch from the front area. いや、残りはグッズを買おう。グッズを買った時。The rest of the family is gathering back up to the front to get ready to go at around 5:30 p.m. 残りの家族は帰る準備をして帰る準備をするために集めてきた。I go to get some water at a nearby vending machine. 近い自販機に水を買ってきた。But not before picking up a sea salt ice cream monaka from an ice cream stand nearby. ice cream stand nearby. はい。シーソルトモナカ。で、途中にシーソルトのモナカを買ってきた。はい。Sea salt ice cream monaka. Sea salt ice cream, was it good? It was. めちゃくちゃ美味しい。Ew, you can see my thumb. So yeah, sea salt ice cream monaka. Monaka. And it actually looks like this. Oh my god, you're gonna see more of my thumb. Because I needed to hold this thing. Okay. Oh my god, that's my thumb. Stop that. やめて。親指やめて。シーソルトアイスも中。おいしい。It actually had like strawberry filling inside. But yeah, it was really tasty. I liked it. I liked it. So I probably may or may not have broken a Japanese unwritten rule because my parents were really rushing to get out of the park. So 結局アイスも中を食べ歩きした。もなかを食べ歩いた。恥。I felt bad for walking while eating. But I had to, because my parents wanted to rush out, and also I was dealing with ice cream. So yeah, I kind of had to finish it. unless things got really, really dirty, which that was the last thing I wanted. So, 日本申し訳ございません。食べ歩いてしまいました。Before we head on to the trek home, we get some 100 yen souvenir coins from nearby machine. 100円スーベニアコインを買ってきた。帰る前に。We grab some sandwiches from a nearby convenience store to nom on while we wait for the train. 近くのコンビニにサンドを買ってきた。おいしいね。That whole monaka fits in my mouth, surely. No. ダメ。 It took me like several bites to actually get through that molaka. It's not. It is pretty hefty, but it was nice. It was nice. Oishi. Psych, we just leave them in the bag because there's no time to eat them and we can't eat on the train. 冗談ですよ。冗談だよ。だよ。レジ袋にレジ袋、食べる時間がないし、電車に食べるの禁止だから、レジ袋にこす。It is evening time rush hour and the trains are getting packed. すごく、ラッシュアワーだし、電車がめっちゃ混んでる。焼けちゃうからね。はい。焼けちゃうから仕方ないね、食べ歩き。It is after a while we get to experience the rapid limited express train to Keisei Narita. 特急京成成田への特急を経験した。アイスは俺も食べ歩くよ。食べ歩く。食べ歩き。アイスはアイスだから仕方ないよね。We also experienced our very first ever packed in like sardines in a can experience on a train in Japan. 生まれて初めて日本に混んできた体験をした。電車に。Fortunately, it only lasts for one stop before slowly easing up further down the line. 幸いに一駅だけに体験した。We're back in Narita and take the express bus straight back to Ion Mall Narita. 成田に帰ったし、イオンモール成田にバスに乗る。I let the rest of the fam go while I head to Shimamura Music to buy that Korg Micro Key 25 that I've been eyeballing. 家族は家に帰りますが、僕はイオンモール成田に行って島村楽器にコルグマイクロキー25を買ってくる。I 日本語うまい my way through buying said micro key for 8,750 yen with my big WOW balance of 18,500-ish yen. 頑張って日本語を話してマイクロキーを買ってめっちゃ成功しました。明日18,500円ぐらいのワウン残高で。Your parents must have seen you as a superhero. Oh, they didn't see me buy the keyboard. They didn't have to witness me going like looking around like a lost child in Shimamura Gakki is like looking for an opportunity to strike, to like walk up to like a clerk and just be like すいませんマイクロキーをマイクロキーを買いたいんですけど。Yes, but throughout the whole trip, oh yeah, that is true. Because I even asked my parents, like, if I wasn't there for the trip, how different would this trip be? very different is the answer. You want to know why? Because I mean, this is like I was the only person, like I'm going to repeat this again, but I was the only person that not only knew how to speak Japanese, I was the only person that knew how to read Japanese. はい。日本語が読める唯一の人だよ。で、旅行の中、で、家族の中には、日本語が読める唯一の存在だよ。唯一の存在だぞ。だから、まあ、まあ、コミュニケーションはちょっと便利になった。Like imagine if you traveled to Japan not knowing the language and you just had to struggle with the language barrier for like the entire 2 weeks that you were in Japan. めんどい。かわいそう。かわいそう。かわいそう。Imagine their surprise. You're bilingual since when? I mean, だって日本語を使う機会があんまないよね、アメリカには。日本に行ってついに、日本に行くなら、ついに使えるようになった日本語って気分がある。ついに使えるようになった日本語。だって日本のリスナーをもっとでもっと日本のリスナーをもっと増やしたら日本語の使う機会がもっと増えるよ。増えちゃいます。日本のリスナーをもっと楽しく配信を行うためにはい。I make my way back to the Airbnb and enjoy a dinner of spicy marinated chicken, spaghetti with lasagna noodles, and chocolate surprise, all prepared by my Japanese-speaking cousin. I understand. I didn't understand. So basically, like, what I was saying is, like, I don't really have that many opportunities to speak Japanese when I'm in America. So when I go to Japan, I'm finally I can use Japanese in a more, like, I can finally use Japanese now. Because I'm in a country that actually uses the language, and I would probably have much more of a fun time if I knew the language. And then I was just like, if I were to get more of a Japanese audience, I would actually get more opportunities to speak Japanese because I would have to cater to Japanese speakers. Hi. That was basically what I was saying when I suddenly switched to Japanese. Sasori notices that I'm in Japan, probably after seeing me post about my microkey purchase on Twitter. はい。VTuber のサソリさは日本にいた。日本にいた。ついに傷つく。傷つくじゃなくて気づく。傷つく。おまか。やばい。やばい。近い言葉が。Sa wants to meet up for dinner, but we both have circumstances that make this difficult. Them having family over, me being based in the boonies. Saさんは晩ご飯に会いに行くので、めちゃくちゃ、 不幸な、都合があるから難しい。都合があるから難しい。さあは家族を迎えて、いや、会いたし、僕は田舎にいるってことで。Saw recommends that I check out Game Center Mikado at some point before I leave this week. 日本から帰る、日本から帰る前にゲームセンターミカド、高田の馬場のゲームセンターミカドを見に行く。Other than that, I settled down and played around with my new micro key before falling asleep and experiencing the exact same pattern of sleep at 10, wake up at 3, write these things, then go back to sleep. Telling you, it's a pattern. Excuse me. We're almost done. もうちょっと終わりが近づいてきた。Wake up at around 8:30. はい。これからは英語で話すので、了承してください。I need to finish this because it's getting pretty late. Wake up at around 8:30 a.m. I just accept that I'm gonna shower in the mornings from here on out. Iwanami, more like Iwana go to Mikado. Oh my god. You wanna see, by the way, you wanna see all of the soy latte, all of the coffee drinks that I got after this? Because I definitely got a lot of coffee drinks. That's something you don't see at vending machines around in like the States. Is like all of the coffee that you can get. Hey, you want to know what was on the way to Game Center Mikado? Nature. You want some nature pics? I got some nature pics for you. Look at all this nature. Look at this. I took some pictures of some bushes. And also some trees. Look at these trees. Look at all these trees. で、木がいっぱい。木がすごくいっぱいあるよ。But yes, this was on the way to a train station in the boonies that took me straight to the train station that I needed to get to. Like, I only stopped at like 5 train stations. It was more than like the Rapid Express. It was the Access Express. はい。アクセス特急電車が乗ってきた。So yeah, literally skips almost all of the train stations to get to my destination in just five stations later. And after a transfer and a hop to the Yamato Note line later on Nippori, I'm at Takaranobaba. And just a few minutes of walking later, I get to this baby. Take a look at it. Take a look at it. Take a look at Takaranobaba Geisen Mikado in Oasis Plaza. Takaranobaba Geisen Mikado. Oh no, there's a person there. I need to censor them. But yes, I went to this place. And like they actually had like really cool stuff. There's this really cool arcade game called Starblade, and it looks like this. It doesn't look like that close up, but like, you know, it looks like this. And it's like very immersive. Like you sit in that, like this giant this like little one-seater cockpit, and that little thing, that you look at in the cockpit, that's a mirror. That is a mirror. And like this whole thing, this little like top part right here, that's the CRT that shows the actual game. I'm surprised with all the gambling we've done at this trip, I haven't heard gachapon. Damn. Oh, speaking of gachapon, you want to know what I did at Game Center Mikado? I rolled the gachapon. I did not take pictures of the gachapon, but I did roll the gachapon. And you want to know what I roll? You want to know how much this gachapon cost? 1,000 yen. 1000円でガチャをした。So yes, you get like I rolled for one toy. Oh, not just a toy, not a toy. 高いよね。めっちゃ高い。すごく高い。So there are two prizes that you can get. You can get a losing prize, which is like a keychain and stuff. So you can get a losing prize for 1,000 yen. That's like a keychain. But the winning prize is a key to a prize box. So imagine the prize boxes that I showed at one of the arcades that I went over to in the countryside. Like imagine that, but imagine this, like this thing again. Imagine this, but instead of a crane game that you played, instead of a crane game, it was literally just a gacha. Like you get a gacha capsule that literally opened up one of these things. And that is how you get the gacha. And it's 1,000 yen each attempt. Like, oh my god, man. You could get a big prize. Yeah, you could win like a Nintendo Switch or a PlayStation 5. It is really big. Really big. So big. And also, I got to like put my name down on stuff. Look at me. I played a DJ game at this game center, and I got to put my name down. DJ Lure. I got to be DJ. DJ になりたい。Oh my god. And then after Takada no Baba, did I go anywhere else? Oh, I got to check out this thing. Assuming that I can find appropriate pictures of it. Where is it? Doko. Ah, I got to try this. I got to try this arcade game. So, Ira Ball. めっちゃやってみた。この機器をめっちゃやってみたよ。全く勝たない。全部負けた。I couldn't win. Because you want to know why? You want to know why I couldn't win? Because of this part right here. Like this part is so narrow that like this part is so narrow that I could not for the life of me figure out how to like get this section like well. Because like I had to spin this thing to control the thing, right? And like the only way that you could like get past that section is if you grabbed the thing and you spun it as hard as you could. But then you had to catch it when it reached the other end and spin it the other direction. So I couldn't win on this. I could have won a prize from this, but I couldn't. I spent like 1,200 yen on this. And it was like 100 yen for one try, but then there was like a slot where you could do like 200 yen for 3 tries. Skill issue. It was a skill issue. I could have kept on trying, but I didn't want to sink too much. I didn't want to sink too much like 100 yen coins into it just so I could like do the thing. But yes. はい。それはゲームセンターそれはゲームセンターミカドでした。あ、高田のババアのところ。So yes, that was Game Center Mikado. And then I actually had lunch in the Takada no Baba area. And I got this! I got to try Kokoichi! ここ一番や食べてみた食べてきたぞ頭はカレーになる頭はカツカレーになる with cheese and scrambled egg and spicy level 1. I regret spicy level 1. 辛さレベル1ちょっと後悔したけどそれでもめっちゃ美味しくて You're not good with spicy? I mean, like, I'm not good with, like, very spicy, and I felt like spicy level 1 was just teetering on very spicy for me. Like, it wasn't, like, gut-wrenching or painful or anything. It's just, it brought out the sweats. And considering that, like, I was dealing with the humid weather of Japan, sweating is like the last thing I want. But yes. After my adventures in Game Center Mikado, I made my way back. I spotted a blue archive advertisement on the way back. Looks cute, I guess. Oh hey, Sumire Uesaka voices his character. That's nice. And then I got to play some Mongeki back at Plaza Capcom. Hi. And then afterwards, I got to go back to Aeon Mall Narita after a big adventure, and I got to eat this. I got to eat this baby. Oh my god. So this is a doria, which is like a rice plate, it's like a rice plate with so this is a bacon and egg carbonara like doria. So like it's on an iron bowl, or it's like an iron plate bowl, and what's under all of this cheese, bacon and egg is like is a bunch of rice. This looks made for American. I would honestly, this looks like it could be in like a fancy American restaurant. But yeah, that was one of my adventures in Japan, and I got to excuse me. So I got to eat that. And here's another picture of that same dish, but with the egg yolk broken, because I was gonna start eating this. Yeah. Looks nice. Sorry I broke the yolk. So yes. That was my adventures in Game Center Mikado. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna skip the rest of the green text stuff because like I get very, 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 very detailed in my explanations of stuff. So yeah, I'm just gonna show pictures for the rest of the thing. Is it true Japanese eggs are way better than American eggs? Way better. Way better. Like it says a lot when you can, like it says a lot about Japanese eggs where you are able to eat them raw and not have to worry too much about getting things like salmonella, because in Japan they have like good environments good environments for egg production. So like we don't have to worry too much about like catching salmonella for eating like relatively undercooked eggs and stuff. Like you could literally just eat eggs raw. And that's what you do. That's what you would do for stuff like sukiyaki. Like sukiyaki, for instance. Like you just get like a bubbling bowl of like vegetables and meat, and then you just dip the vegetables and meat in the egg yolk. So. Alright. The rest of the days are literally just me checking out more arcades. I would post more of them, but we're kind of getting very late. So I'll just post more food instead. I'll just post more food because, like, you know, you don't need me like posting any more like arcade stuff, because that's literally all I did for the rest of the week. It's just go to various arcades. You want to know? You want something different. You want something different. Ha, hora. Famichiki. Family Mart Chicken. Hey, we like the arcades too. I mean, like, yeah, arcades are nice, but you don't want to hear me talking about my Mel game adventures for like the nth time. So here's some food that I got from Japan. Famichiki. Famichiki oishii. Metta oishii. Famikoro mo oishii. Famimato no koroke mo oishii. Hai. Tsugi wa. なんで逆さまなんで焼きそばは逆さまはい。Yes, I went to a place called Gindako, which was in the food court of Aeon Mall Narita, and got me some yakisoba. Okay, so this is specifically okonomi yakisoba, which is like it's prepared like okonomiyaki, but it's actually just yakisoba. Yakisoba. And I also got to take pictures of like this little Narita statue diorama thing that was just chilling at the mall. It was just chilling at the mall. I was just staring smack dab at it, so like this is it's not really the most flattering angle, but it was nice. It was nice. I got to take it while it was there because I'm pretty sure it wasn't there forever. And here's what I got to eat for dinner on my second to last night. Bitter chocolate monaka. So yeah, it's basically like the little sea salt ice cream monaka that I got from Tokyo Disney Sea, but it's bitter chocolate, dark chocolate. Yeah. And to end off this stream, let me show you my first adventures to Weeb's favorite family restaurant. I went to Royal Host. So I went to Royal Host and I got myself a nice little hearty hamburg steak. Hamburg steak with French fries, corn, and demi-glace sauce on the side, and also an egg. This was also my very first time going to a family restaurant that did not have a tablet. So I actually had to ring up a waitress to take my order. And so thank goodness I learned how to take orders in Japan. And I was basically, yeah, this was my first time going to a family restaurant that did not have like an ordering tablet. So I just basically but they had a buzzer on the side that you can use to call up the hostess or the waitress, and then you can just take your order from there. And then I was just like, "Hi, 黒ハンバーグステーキ一つお願いします。目玉焼きセットでお願いします。日本は円安だからいろんなものを安く感じるかも。うん。そうだよね。そうだよね。だって、日本ではですね、任天堂 e ショップカードを買ってきて、I also know how to take orders in Japan. これ。Yeah, if you don't know enough Japanese, you just point at the item. You just point at the item and say これ。で、日本語わからないときに物を指さしてこれっていう。はい。チップ製もないし。チップ税もないし、うん。だって日本に行くと、日本にコンビニに食べたときに、そんなに安いって。だって1700ドルに、ぐらいは日本円に交換して、これに20万円以上。お金増えるもんね。お金増えたし。買いました。すごく安い。Well, I'm heading out. I'll see y'all later. Well, thanks for stopping by. Thanks for watching tonight. We're almost done. So I'm gonna be finishing it up soon. But yeah, I was surprised at how cheap a lot of things were in Japan, especially considering the conversion rate. It's like, oh my god. It's like 500円っていうこと、600円っていうことは4ドルぐらいめっちゃ安い。まあアメリカにはファストフードを注文する注文するときに 2000円くらい。で、ファストフードを注文すると、で、2000円くらいかかった。やばい。アメリカに帰ると、めっちゃ高い。すべてはめっちゃ高い。California is a horrible reference point. 仕方ないよね。I mean, I can't help it. で、カリフォルニア州に住んでいる。で、カルマさんはカリフォルニア州は普段に高いから参考にならないって入って。仕方ないよね。僕の住んでいるところに。But, speaking of how cheap things are in Japan, this is one of the last things I want to show before I conclude tonight's stream. So you know how I made a brief mention that I bought 18,000 yen's worth of Nintendo eShop points? I got double that. $3万6,000円買ってきた。プリペイドカード。ね、詐欺じゃなくて、すべては僕を使う。すべて僕を使うもの。めっちゃ安いし。ごめん。本当にごめん。I feel like I'm taking advantage of this. I feel like I took advantage of the situation. Another VTuber that simps for Oi. But yeah, I definitely did enjoy all of my time in Japan and all of the stuff that it had to offer. Where's my picture of my last meal in Japan? Oh, there's my picture of my last meal in Japan. Here is my last meal in Japan. A kiwami cafe au lait and a tamago sando. That's my last meal of Japan. It's like convenience store, cafe au lait, and egg sandwich. Egg salad sandwich. But you do not want me to show all of my adventures of getting a bunch of coffee in Japan, because I got a lot of coffee in Japan. Once I found out like all of the hot spots for getting coffee. It's like here's the 7-Eleven coffee. That's a 7. Okay, here's the 7-Eleven. Okay, here's the 7-Eleven coffee. Here is the coffee latte. It's not just a cafe latte. It's the cafe latte. Yeah, it's not. It's you gotta know. It's very exclusive. A very exclusive drink. It's not just a cafe au lait. It's the cafe au lait. All right. Do I have any more coffees here? I could swear that I took a lot more coffee picks than that. Oh yes. Which would you say is more popular there, coffee or tea? Probably tea, but they have coffee there just to accommodate people that like brewing coffee there, because coffee is also a thing. Hi, so I got Georgia coffee, Kaoru 微妙砂糖 whatever, it's light sugar. I recognize it as like light sugar. Oh, 微糖 微糖単語覚えた微糖香る微糖 The 香る微糖微糖人じゃなくて微糖微糖微妙な砂糖っていうことSo yeah, that's another coffee that I got. Oh, you want more coffee? Here's more coffee. The coffee never stops. コーヒーは止まんない So here's more coffee. Look at this. It's another Georgia. This time it's a cafe latte to join among the ranks of 7-Eleven cafe latte. Coffee latte. Did I get another? Oh my god. I got so much coffee. I got so many different kinds of coffee. So many different kinds of coffee in Japan. Emerald Mountain Blend. Oh my god. It's another Georgia coffee. Based coffee enjoyer. Emerald Mountain Blend. はい。高級糖牛乳 100%. Oh my god. That wasn't enough. Here's another one. More 一つ Craft Boss Latte. Craft Boss Latte. Craft Boss Latte. Okay, I think that was all of the coffee that I got from all of that. Oh, I got myself a soy latte. I tried myself a soy latte just by I just grabbed it from the mini stop without even reading it, thinking that it was just yet another coffee. And I mean, it is yet another coffee, but this one's different. It's soy milk. So I got myself a soy latte. Oh my god, that's already like 6 different coffees that I've gotten so far. What the heck? What the hell, man? なんだよこれ。めっちゃコーヒーが。めっちゃコーヒー。Oh, if you think that wasn't enough, hey, remember when I went to Royal Host? I also got dessert from there too. I got me all of this. This is a coffee parfait. It has like coffee cream and coffee jelly. And it also has coffee biscuits too. Oh my god. So much coffee. So much coffee. Why is there so much? Why did I get so much coffee? Oh, here's okay, let's take a break from coffee stuff and I need to show you this. I know I already posted this on like Twitter. I'm still calling it Twitter. Screw you. And I may have posted it to some people on Discord. But look. So at an arcade, I found this card maker. Where you can make your original card. I gave myself like foil sparklies and stuff. It's so cute. But I discovered it on my last day that I was in Japan. So I couldn't reach out to other VTubers to be all like, hey, you want to have a card? you want to have a card made of you for like, you want to have like a physical card made of you, and maybe I can like give it to you at like off-kai later, or maybe just for like have like make for posterity's sake. It's an SSR lure. Funny you mentioned that. They actually did have an they actually did have an SSR frame, but my head was just slightly off center. So the frame took up like my whole body. Took up like the whole left of my body. So like it cut it off. I really wanted to add the SSR frame. I just couldn't because of how I was aligned. So I just gave myself sparklies instead. But oh my god. They had so many like different like choices for like frames and like foil sparklies and stuff. It was great. Also, I think that's no. Oh my god, I drank 8 different types of coffee while I was in Japan. I ate 8 different kinds of coffee while I was in Japan. This is, oh my god, precious coffee moments. Are you kidding me? Precious coffee moments. So this was Kurosa. So this was like milk coffee with black sugar added to it. Oh my god. And this was the very last coffee that I actually got in Japan. The Kiwami cafe latte. No, the Kiwami cafe au lait. That's all the coffee that I got. Oh my god. This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. I had 8 different types of coffee there. This is stupid. Why are there so many types of coffee in Japan? なんで日本はいろんなコーヒーがあんの? It's like every company like makes their own coffee. 7-Eleven, Asahi, Craft Boss. It's like Asahi, freaking Georgia coffee. いっぱいあんの。いっぱいあんだよ。めちゃくちゃだよ。Oh my god. But yeah. There was another thing that I noticed about arcades in Japan. So before we wrap things up, like yes, most of my time was just playing like at arcades again. But there was something that I noticed at the arcades in Japan. They actually have 2 designations for arcade games. You're probably wondering, what the hell are you talking about? Don't you just take turns whenever you like play at an arcade cabinet? And you would be right. They actually have a designation for taking turns at on an arcade cabinet. 交代台. So if you go to an arcade and you see this sign, this is basically the arcade owner saying that if you play on this arcade cabinet, you have to yield to the people waiting to play the game. So this is just like your typical arcade, typical arcade fashion. You learn more Javanese than Japanese. Wait. Oh, because of the coffee. It's like, oh my god. It's like, oh, look, I learned more about the ways of Cup of Joe than the ways of the Sam. I learned more about the ways of the Cup of Joe than I did the ways of the samurai or the ninja. But yeah, they have these like little designations on the arcade cabs that actually specify whether or not like you actually have to treat the arcade cabinet like a normal arcade cabinet, or, and hear me out on this, because like I'm pretty sure like when I saw this, like this I learned that this concept is not only completely alien, like a completely alien concept to Americans, but this is a completely alien concept to arcade goers in Japan as well. Enter the second designation of arcade cabinets. Museigendai. So essentially what this means is that if you get on this cabinet, you can play as long as you want. And you don't have to yield to people waiting to play on this cabinet. So basically, like, this says, like, oh, like, you can play for as long as you want, just as long as you are actually playing. Like, do not play. It's like the bottom text over here basically says that, like, oh, do not use the cabinet as like a resting spot. Like, mi play de no nagajikan no dai ai no toyu wa goen o kudasaimasu yo onegai shimasu. So basically, do not sit at the cabinet for a long time without. Please refrain from like sitting at the cabinet without playing for like long periods of time. And then they also have something at the bottom there. Credit wa mashite mo henkin dekimasen node. So basically, it's like, know that you are getting into an arcade game without refunds. But you should expect that from any arcade game. But yeah, they have these two little designations for like arcade cabs there. Like, you have this designation that basically tells you, you know, this is a traditional arcade cab that you have to take turns on. And then you have this designation, which basically means, you know, as long as you are actually playing on the game, as long as you are actually playing the game, you can hog the arcade cabinet. Hi. So. And I just thought that was like very interesting. That they actually have like designated arcade cabinets that you can hog. But yeah. That was my adventures in Japan. And the last day was literally just me like... It was literally just me like packing up, like getting everything like all settled in and stuff. And then just waiting to go, just like waiting to like get a ride to the airport. That was definitely a lot. That was definitely a lot. I should have just, okay, instead of just reading the green text, I realized I probably should have just, I should have just shared the photos that I took instead of just like, you know, reading all of that, because I wrote a lot. I wrote a lot, and some parts of it may or may not have been like that interesting and stuff. And like, yes, I know the last couple of days was literally just me going to the arcades. And yeah, so to summarize, the second to last day, I went to Game Center Mikado again, except instead of the Takada no Maba store, I went to the Ikebukuro store. So they actually had two stores, and I visited the other one. And the last day that I was there, I revisited Akihabara, and basically just played in the same arcade cabs. But I actually did discover two more arcades there. Let me just go to let me just go to the green text and just read the thing. Oh, speaking of my time revisiting Akihabara, you know that 1,000 yen gacha machine that I showed earlier when I was visiting Game Center Mikado? Ne. いつかさん、もっと高いガッツァキー見つけてしまいました。3000円ガチャ。3000円ガチャ。 3,000 yens for one play. 3,000 yen. So for 3,000 yen, you can roll to get a Switch controller, a Fire Stick, a PlayStation 5, or a ring-fitted. Would you roll 3,000 yen worth of for one roll of gacha just to get Ring Fit Adventure or a Nintendo Switch controller? And this is not accounting for the fact that you can still lose in this. This is not accounting for the fact that you can still lose at this gacha. I don't know what their consultation prize is, but like, oh my god. But I feel like some of these some of the lower priced like wins on this would just be like consultation prizes in of themselves. Like you spend or maybe not, because like 3,000 yen for a Nintendo Switch Pro controller, that's already much cheaper than like getting a Pro controller, period. Or consolation. Or yeah, consolation prize, yeah. But like, yeah, 3,000 yen gacha. Yeah, that was one of the things that I ran into at one of the arcades that I stumbled upon. Apparently there are 4 Gigos in Japan. Like I decided to just walk down one of the back alleys of the streets of Akiba. I get it. If you play this, you're in need of consultation too. I mean, honestly, I'm glad that I didn't, because like I only had 3,000 yen in cash. And I needed to make that last for the entire trip. So I was not about to roll this. I was not about to roll 3,000 yen gacha. No, just no. But yeah, I discovered 2 more arcades. That was one of the other arcades that I found the 3,000 yen gacha in. There was another Gigo that was mostly just crane games, but they actually had pinball and darts. They actually had pinball and darts on like one of the floors, and they had an event space above that. But for the most part, it was just yet another Gigo with just crane games. Starting to get the vibe that being an arcade full of crane games is the equivalent of being an arcade full of redemption games in America. Nah. I also waltzed into a Leisureland too. Like a Tokyo, like literally a Tokyo Leisureland. Honestly, you want to know how I managed to stumble upon this? I just saw that there were crane games in the front, and I just decided to peek in. You want to know why I'm iffed about this particular Tokyo Leisureland? Because if you looked on it from the outside, you would not know that this was an arcade that you could waltz in. Like, if you did not know Japanese, like this sign basically says in operation. If you did not know Japanese, you could just totally miss this spot because of the construction. Like, it's so easy to miss. And like, yeah, I'm so glad that I just like waltzed into it. And this was like my last 30 minutes in Akiba too. Like, honestly, I was thinking of like spending my last hour going to a karaoke spot. And then part of me just thought, you know, I haven't been in the back alleys of Akiba yet. So maybe I'll just like check that out. Bam. 2 more arcades. And then the rest was history. And then I wasn't able to do karaoke for the entire time that I was in Japan. I'm sad. Sad. But yeah, that was my adventures in Japan. I'm really glad to share it with all of you guys. And like, yeah, I know it's gotten like super late, and most of you are probably like just going to bed or like going back to work. It's okay, we can do a karaoke stream. Maybe someday. I gotta wait for my parents to be out of town first. Cause I don't wanna sing my heart out. I don't wanna sing my heart out while they're at home. Or karaoke Discord night. Yeah, that also works too. I have not done any Discord I've not done any like Discord community activities yet. So maybe I'll think about it. Rabbit is cracked and sings while playing guitar. Oh my god. Wait, have you actually listened to him? Wait, do you guys chat in voice chats? It's like you and Rabbit just like have like voice chats, or you just like peek in like the voice chat, and you just see Rabbit just wailing out on guitars. I would imagine. But yeah, これで終わりにしようと思います。Yeah, I think I'm just gonna end it here. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed me babbling about all of my adventures in Japan for all of almost 4 hours. Jesus Christ. Oh my god. But yeah. I'm just gonna end it here. Thank you guys for watching. Next stream is going to be it's gonna be a game stream. We're gonna be playing Plants vs Zombies. はい、次の配信は次回プランツ vs ゾンビーズをやっていきたいと思いますので、ぜひ楽しんでください。I'm gonna be playing Plants vs Zombies to kick off my spoopy games month. はい。はい。で、10月ならホラー日和。あとゾンビにあるゲームもか。So, hope you guys look forward to that. We're bringing back Plants vs Zombies after last year. This time, I get to react with movable body instead of being live 2D, like being like piece of cardboard like I was last year. I'm really enjoying my ability to move and stuff, you know? It feels nice. It feels great. It feels all hunky-dory and stuff. But yeah, look forward to next stream. Look forward to it. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next stream. Bye bye.